Hello and welcome everyone to the CLOL 2025 Losers Bracket Semifinals. We're really excited to have you today. Today is going to be a very exciting match. The UW team is going up against California State University Northridge. And due to some technical difficulties, we are up game one. We hope you enjoy being a part of our community and we invite you to get more involved. Follow us here on Twitch or catch up on our Instagram and YouTube, both at UW Esports. For some introductions, I'm Stanford.
And I'm Dash. And if you want to get involved, type exclamation volunteer in chat for the interest form. So, we are in draft ready, but just to mention, this game is us competing for top 4 of our division to qualify us for the championship among the other 30 teams from the different regions of North America. Really
And
hyped to see.
yeah, it is a very, very hype, very important game. And notably, this would be the first time University of Washington students have been in the Collegiate League of Legends bracket since 2014, where our original Purple Caster Minions team won the first North American Collegiate Champions. So if we can get back in this, this is it's one for the history books. We're in for the running.
Absolutely. Not just the CLO bracket, but the championship bracket, the top 32. Really exciting. And we are up against California State University Northridge, and I think we will be getting into the draft in a sec.
And all right, looks like we're
Finally
live in
back on the
draft.
Jace. We're finally back on the Jace. They did ban out Arcane Rumble Rel. I'm happy to see them banning our Rumble. It stops Sam from throwing on the Rumble pick. It's barring him away. Love to see it. We are on the classic Jace though, which I'd love to see.
Now, I know we were just discussing it earlier, but fill me in a little bit on some difficulties that we had with draft last set.
So we reversed Weber State. They knew what to do. They were banning out our Jace. Sam only plays that Jace. He's so good at Jace. They banned out Skyfalls on the Pantheon, the Nocturne, and the Jarvan, blocking him to some super off picks he's not very comfortable on. As well as they were first picking some of our comfortable mid picks as well. So we weren't really on that Victor. So we were kind of locked to a Galio pick, and we got comfortable on it, and they really just banned us out very well.
Interesting. So it's just sort of seemed like a really strong draft attack from the previous CLOL champs, Weber State University.
Yeah, I mean they're skilled. They are champions. They know that the draft matters probably a lot more than just that 30 seconds it takes up in the start of the game.
Definitely, especially like just throughout this entire tournament, we've seen how important draft has been. We've made some progress going thus far in the tournament, and you can see that in the work that we've put in. But if we want to pull through and make a top 4, we need to get these drafts together. I would say.
Yeah, we were trying out that Darius jungle pick last week. It's nerfed as of this week, the new patch notes. But I think we probably won't be jamming it again. It didn't go very well either. It looks like Northridge is banning out some of our top picks, the Rumble and the Kennen, which is interesting to see that they're banning it so late. Our top is already picked.
Yeah, a bit of a strange ban from the side of CSUN. It could be a target ban. I'm not totally sure about the matchups from the Kennen side into maybe their like important ADC picks here. But as you were talking about, I think we're looking a little bit better. We have the Jace, we have the Pantheon, we have Ashe. Subak has shown some really good proficiency on Ashe, and I think that thus far our draft is better. We really don't want to be in the positions that you were talking about, which is like jungle of the week, but that we are not really practiced on. But
I would love to see Jarvan just got a little bit of a buff. It's unbanned, and we love that Jarvan. Hopefully we can get it. I think it might be a popular pick for both teams, seeing as it may just come to be picked from Northridge right here. It's looking really strong right now as well. Hopefully we see Skyfalls on that pick.
Definitely. Just looking at the bans from both sides, a bit of interesting ones. You spoke about the Rumble pick and being honestly like a good target ban for us. But I like to see from our side personally that we are kind of just eliminating the Poppy and Mbessa from enemy picks because I think we've
Yeah,
shown some weakness to those champs in the past.
absolutely. And I'm seeing I guess that is our Cho'Gath or Pantheon jungle. I don't like to see no Jarvan picked. He got a nice damage increase on his Q, and we won't be having a Jarvan this game, although it's open. This was
This
something we
is
saw
strange.
last week where we had the Jarvan open versus something like the Syndra. We didn't pick it. We went for the Darius, something similar, and we got out-kited. So I'm interested to see what we're going to be doing on these immobile jungle champions.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious about this. If this is like a lane swap situation where Koala could potentially be in the top lane on the Cho'Gath, or if he's going to stay mid, or if it'll be Jace mid. Cho'Gath doesn't have the best early lane matchup into Syndra, and Wukong is definitely one of those champs that's very strong into those bigger tanks. So looking a little bit dicey.
Yeah. Again, we saw this where we had such a nice Jarvan pick possible, like on the table, and we didn't go for it. So I'm hoping this is a confident pick to be replacing that Jarvan, considering that we were already playing it before the buffs, and it's got a damage buff, and now we're not playing it with the buffs. We're seeing
Coach has said that we've been showing up really strong in scrims,
absolutely.
though.
I would love to see what we've been cooking.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing last picks of Karma, Alistar for the supports, and then they are picking a Wukong.
Wukong, just like one of those very scary champs. I think
Yeah, we
he's like
saw the strength of it
sleeper.
in previous weeks. I think from as far as I remember, UCI picked the Wukong as well. That knockup was so strong into our team.
I definitely agree. Um, One thing to note, the Lucian Alistair, such an aggressive bot lane into our own Karma Ash. You do have that poke with the Karma Ash, but I think the enemy team, CSUN, is going to be looking to flash on us early in these bot fights.
Yeah, they are going to be thirsting for those kills, considering we have quite a lot of damage lower than that Lucian pick, considering Ashe is that more control. We want to be locking down that Wukong if possible, that Talon, but it's going to be quite difficult, all things considered. Our team, without our jungler, we're looking a little bit weak on crowd control.
I have to agree with you there. And like with the draft setup that we're looking at right now and how I believe the game is going to be shaping up, we're going to need a lot of peel from Sky Falls for me, and hopefully some efficient usage of that level 6R to counter gank a lot and focus on the bot lane, because I really think that bot lane is going to be the focus point, kind of just what everything centers around this game.
Yeah. I would have hoped we would be on more confident picks, but I love to see us labbing different things out, trying different things if we are going to be getting target banned, as we were in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I understand the adverseness from Koala to not pick like a Victor or an Aurora here, just because of just how lethal Wukong and Talon roams will be.
Absolutely. Yeah. We see again that Talon looking. I like that Cho'Gath mid, so we're not incredibly weak to the Talon roams, similar with the Jace. I love that we can really the Cho'Gath can cover Talon roams at least somewhat well, all things considered with that Q knockup. I think Ashe Karma is also somewhat fine into that Talon.
Yeah, I definitely think that our goal early game is to just ward off those early fights, not get picked, and scale, scale, scale. That is the name of the game this round, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, this the Jace on the Sam. We've seen how resistant it is to any early deaths, which is I really think a strong point in it. We're up CS, we're not giving a kill, and we're sitting pretty strong in that top lane, just giving nothing. We want the Wukong to know that strength, realize we're not getting picked, but it does force roams down towards other lanes, so we need to focus on that for sure.
It's definitely just going to be a difficult thing with that Talon jungle. You know, he's going to be able to go for tower dives very quickly and very early. It's going to be hard. We have to play tight. And, you know, I've been reviewing some of our VODs from last week and the weeks prior. And I think our biggest struggle has been overextension and giving up kills in the early to mid. Like the transition from early to mid, I think is our weakest point in these
Yeah.
games.
We were getting those feats of strength, getting those boot upgrades, up a few thousand gold, and then we had Weber State really just they saw a single overextension. They put 4 people inside one bush, camped that lane for the next 3 minutes, and waited for that kill over and over and over until they regained gold lead, got the map advantage, and they pushed into our jungle, grabbed those objectives, and won.
Yeah, and it's just like it's definitely those moments are a tilter, you know, because
Yeah.
those 4v2s, those 4v3s, 4v1s, like some of the time they will inevitably happen, you know. Sometimes you got to go for a risky play, you know, to make some advantage, you know. But when you're up gold like that, I think it's so important to play conservatively and know that your enemies are looking for any opening. They're dangerous, and just because they're down gold, that doesn't mean that they're any less effective, especially at this level of play.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for something to tip the scales like that, and especially
Hmm.
a pick on a mid laner or your support. Those impactful ults could mean any next team fight, and it means your next lanes are looking all that more vulnerable with something down like that. Especially looking at us having something like this Karma and this Cho'Gath. Those are picks we need for these team fights. We cannot let those get picked off. Especially with things like Wukong, Talon, Syndra, Lucian, Alistar. A team like that, if they get on you, they are not getting off.
Yeah, and as well, you know, the Lucian Talon and Wukong kind of dash stat line of this enemy team of CSUN is so kite powerful. You know, the Cho'Gath and likely the Ash are going to have some trouble being able to stick on those targets once, you know, hopefully we scale into the late game and are able to have some killing power against them. Kiting is going to be a very big issue, I think.
Yeah, hopefully our Cho'Gath. I would like to see probably a Dead Man's Plate. They have a lot of slows, but it's a lot of movement speed as well. It's a hard team to lock down for certain.
And if I had to make a guess here from Koala's perspective, he will likely be going the utility movement speed build. You know, I think that's the Shirelias, the Deadmans, the Force of Natures, just to have that movement speed strength that we're talking about here. And it looks
As
like
we get into the game, we're going to be starting with an immediate pause. Not
um,
sure the reasoning yet. Maybe some technical difficulties. We are on that classic grasp Jace for Sam. Pick we've loved to see. Along with us being 2 TPs, no ignite. Playing versus that Alistar with the ignite, as you said, they're going to be looking for a super aggressive, probably level 1 to 3 on us with that ignite, with those knockups, that PTA as well.
yeah, it looks like a pretty standard rune and summoner setup all across the board. You know, we have the double TP, we have the barriers, and we have the heals. But Alistar with the ignite, you know, as you said, going to be aggressive, going to be scary. As both teams kind of look for some vision, potentially some watching for invade from both sides. Um, Honestly, I expected the ignite from the Talon as well. I thought this was going to be a very, very aggressive rune setup.
No flash Talon with ignite is a dangerous, dangerous pick. Just like that Shaco. Doesn't need to run that flash. Lovely knockup from
Oh,
Koala, though. We may
what if we're going
pull
to
a
see a
flash
chase here?
here. We have a
The
knockup coming in a
slow.
second. It does hit. We want Thirst for it. We want that ward.
That's ward value right there.
Giving a little bit of first strike value. I would have loved to see us pull that flash, but Talon has such good movement speed and can escape a lot of things.
Yeah, we're looking pretty clean here. Looks like both teams are kind of fishing for some ward value, some vision. We do spot the ward on the chickens here. but nothing too much happening.
Yeah, we're seeing Syndra always fishing for a few hits to stack that passive in first strike gold, but Koala realizes this. Really good dodge on that Q.
Yeah, kind of playing out how we predicted. Early game is going to be where Koala is the weakest, and he just has to survive that pressure.
Just get that Cho'Gath passive up, get that healing really. Yeah, we
Ooh,
are dealing at least a good bit of trade damage onto both members of the team. I
my
love to see
goodness.
it. This is a
Subak going
really,
crazy
really
here.
lovely trade for Subak versus this aggressive team that puts them behind a lot considering they don't have that karma shielding or healing for this. Sam gets the grasp. Love to see that. Both top laners on that grasp can be a pretty slow game up there.
I
Oof, we can
agree.
see a Cinder stack go through. Oof. Sam
Sim
getting
going
a
down quite a
hard
bit.
trade back. Yeah, the Wukong has such an easy to hit combo for such good damage. Unlike the
Yeah,
just Jace trades that require a lot more, well, effort and ability usage, a lot of mana.
so we're definitely just looking to play safe here.
Wow,
Talon looking for a level 2 invade for sure.
I love to see us winning these trades bot, considering they have a Lucian and Alistar. It's really lovely to see. We
Oh,
see Talon
big.
in our jungle.
What if we
Do
can get
we
a
have
flash here?
Pantheon up? We do pull Flash.
Oh, we're definitely getting
We
the
are
root.
gonna get the root knock up silence. That's gonna be first blood for UW. Going to Skyfalls on the Pantheon. Subak overextending a little bit. Honestly, not the worst trade. We pull both summoners, but we do get the ignite out, which is what we really want to get out before these trades. Our life is definitely worth those two summoners as well.
100%, especially with first blood. Oh, we go into a pause here. Oh, we're out. Um, just talking about that, I think that was really great play from Teacuppers. Just knowing to roam, predicting that the Talon would go for that invade is so worth it. We do burn
Absolutely.
some flashes, but in the end, you got to secure those kills and got to get that gold lead.
Definitely. One thing I did notice is that almost all of our laners are on that biscuit rune on the innovation tree. We are all on biscuit. We want to survive this laning phase as confidently as possible to get to that late game, which I love to see. Hopefully this is not a death
Ooh,
for Sam. We
Sam.
have that
Look
move
out here.
speed. Grasp heals us a little bit. Both tops looking really, really low. To Subak, looking really confident in this bush positioning. Love to see that
Very
hit as well.
nice.
That both players in bot looking really low, even with. We thought the opposite would be occurring, but I love to see us winning this bot.
I 100% agree. Really expected the Alistar to be a lot more aggressive and take advantage of that immobility from Subak on the Ashe there. But we see the cover from Pantheon and we see the great trades from Teacuppers. So we're looking very strong.
Yeah. Ooh, we may
Oh,
get to pull the flash looking quite low. Pantheon in enemy jungle. We're positioning for probably a gank in the upcoming seconds or minutes here. One thing I love to see is that Ashe E is foretelling if we have Talon coming towards bot or not. We're pushing it, I think, aiming it at the enemy jungle to clear the way for Pantheon to invade, which I love to see that synergy between the two picks.
we do see the Talon rotating. I want Skyfalls to be careful here. He has to know that the Lucian has barrier. I wonder if we can get a cam on the bot lane here.
Yeah, we are. Sam looking fine, but we are going to see. I love that Q go in.
Oh,
The
oh
burn
my
gets the
goodness.
kill. I love to see that, but Skyfall's looking a little bit weak here. I think we could see the kill go in. Love to see that. We have W buffed up. We don't want that. We've claimed the feat of warfare.
That is beautiful. The Pantheon Q in those early levels with the execute is so strong. And being able to keep him alive for those kills there is very, very good.
Yeah, again, we saw how strong we are early and confident we are early. But really, the mid game is where it sometimes falls apart. We are focusing really hard on runes and picks for this early just to survive it. Hopefully we can see this power go through. 3-0 right now. It's a beautiful lead with 2k gold as well.
And it looks like the side of CSUN is going to try and go for an early Drake, timing the recalls of UW.
Yeah, we
But it does
seem
look
to
like Teacup is
know,
rotating.
But I'm not sure if we can get there in time. If we get a camera on the dragon, it's looking probably quite low at this point. Yeah,
Oh
800
yeah.
HP. It looks like CSUN will be getting it. Oh, Karma Q gets blocked.
Going for
I
the
think we
root here.
do have a chance to clean up the remaining members. We have Ignite going out really early from Alistar. That's a bit of a waste.
A little bit of a weird fight. Would like for us to be a little bit careful here. You know, Skyfall's is very
blocks the
low.
Syndra ult. Love to see it.
Oh my goodness.
Love to see it from Subak. We have slows up. Syndra forces the flash. Lucian out. Karma Q goes a little bit wide, but I think we have vision of this. We can probably keep autoing them under this turret for a few seconds. Sam mana quite low. Ooh, that's gonna be a kill for Massacre. We did pull ult and flash, but dying there is very sad. We did have flash up. Love that knockup. Oh my goodness, snipe the kill. Skyfall's already very strong, looking the tunneler and 2 swords already.
Now breaking down that fight a little bit, it looked a little bit dangerous at first, you know, especially with Skyfalls on such low HP against that level 6 Syndra, and the convergence from Lucian, Talon, and Alistar. But I think that we played really well, especially with Subak being able to push out that lane and then making that rotate for an easy kill. Just, you know, shows our team's patience, and our timing has been really improving clearly.
Absolutely. Love to see us get 2 Void Grips there. I think we did see Talon jump over the wall and at least secure 1. Puts us pretty for securing 5, which I love to see.
Yeah, definitely. We look like we're in a pretty good spot. You know, we did have to give up the Infernal Drake, but we are in such a gold lead that it should be fine, you know. We just gotta have Sam play a little more safe, and we can't give up our gold lead, you know. As we transition into the 10 minutes, the 12 minutes, you know, we gotta play tight.
What we've seen in a lot of these games is we're getting grubs, we're getting dragons, we're getting every kill early. We're up thousands of gold, and it kind of just starts withering away as we get picked off with just not really applying our power, it felt like in these past games. So I hope to see as we reach kind of tower plating's falling off. We're preparing for Baron, getting 3rd dragons and the 2nd set of grubs and Rift Herald, that we kind of focus in on not getting picked is really our weakness. As long as we're just stagnating and not giving kills, we're probably fine.
I agree, especially with such heavy knockup CC from the enemy team. You know, we have the Alistar knockup, we have the Wukong knockup, and even, you know, the Syndra knockback is also heavy CC.
Yeah, we're mostly relying on just kind of harder to hit skill shots on our team to hit this CC. CSUN's looking at a lot of point-and-click CC, which is going to be really hard for Cho'Gath to avoid.
While putting out that damage, though, you know, he does have the blasting wand already, looking quite strong.
Yeah, we are going to pull Wukong ult. Hopefully this doesn't mean another death for Sam, forcing the flash. We're
Sam, you gotta know he's stronger.
The power of Sheen on that Wukong.
Does look like we're going to get Dove here. Likely going to be over for Sam now that Talon has his ult.
Yeah, we do have E up on Sam, but no flash.
Oh, no.
Quickly.
Subak also going down.
Yeah, we see how strong this Lucian is as we begin to get even a single crit item. So we were talking about just that mid game is kind of the killer for our team. Although, we do have Pantheon walking up on this Talon. It pings for assistance, but we have flash up. No knockup though. We do get to secure a little bit. I would love to see a beautiful Pantheon Q just strike this Talon, but I don't think we'll be able to see that.
I'm unsure if he's able to see if he has vision there, you know. I think that we just need to play tight. It's unfortunately, as we foretold it.
Just even out nearly. We haven't given Pantheon bounty yet, but if we do, that will be an upsetter. Giving
100%.
Northridge a big advantage.
Just need to have Sam kind of focus on the CS here. I think walking up and underestimating one of those champs like Wukong, which is like a sleeper champ, you know, You know, you let him hit his ult a little bit, you let him hit a Q here or there, and suddenly you're dead before you even know what happened.
Yeah. We are getting to 6s when we have that Pantheon ult up. I'd love to see some nice value from it very soon.
Well, watch out for the counter gank here. Talon coming in with the ults.
Again, we have that
Popping the
Pantheon ult
heal.
up. Hopefully it's aimed down here soon enough.
Definitely see a lot of pings here.
We see it popped, but is it too little too late?
No, we definitely get the stun here.
Oh yeah, and we don't get the stun. Alistar interrupts. We do see the kill.
Ooh.
Hopefully we can secure this Alistar kill. No flash on this Alistar means this will likely be another pick, which I love to see from UW. A double kill to Subak.
Great job from Skyfalls, giving that to Subak. You know, you really want to get the ADC ahead, especially as he already has 304 with Sundered Sky.
3-0, yeah, we do not need more kills, but again, more is more. Getting the second dragon, good to see. Ooh, Talon trying to fight the grubs. I'm not sure if he'll be secure, but if we let Northridge get 4 grubs, that's going to be looking pretty strong on Lucian Wukong.
Yeah, would really like Koala to walk up here, especially as the Talon is low. I do believe we had vision on it for a moment.
Yeah, we
giving
seem to know
is
it's
scary.
happening, but it looks like we're going to be giving. Northridge going to be getting all 4 grubs, all 3 grubs to get to 4, which is not the largest objective in the game, obviously, but still important.
Watch out, Sam. You just know that they did the objective there. Oh no!
Too confident in his survivability. Gonna be getting picked again. 0-3 for Sam. Classic scoreline.
You know, this is just something that we've seen in all of our sets where Sam has a little bit of an overextension problem. You know, props to him. He has played very well in all our games, but he definitely underestimates enemies from time to time.
Yeah. Sad to see Sam go down like that, and again, with those 4 grubs, that Wukong is going to be decimating this turret. Down
Yeah, Wukong with a very big lead here.
Even with this kill advantage, Northridge is not looking all too far behind. I mean, we're on that first strike in the mid just to keep up with that Cho'Gath. Love that knock-up! Silence!
Ooh.
Beautiful, beautiful pick.
Nice
really
flash.
Powerful looking. I mean, that's a worth flash. We want that Talon dead.
Definitely.
Even though short respawn timers are currently, that's a nice pick for us.
100% agree. And you know, honestly, good stuff from Northridge. Even with the kill disadvantage on their part, they know where to take back gold. You know, in those towers, you know, Wukong with the demolish, in the grubs, and we saw early with that Drake how quick they are to rotate, especially on these champions.
Yeah, I think we're seeing Sam get a little bit more comfortable fighting this Wukong. I saw him time that E correctly to get the Wukong out of his face before the Q struck, but again, we're playing a little bit up currently. Hopefully we don't overextend here in the top lane, as we have been for the past few minutes, but the rest of our lane's looking really strong, but with bounties, always a risk.
Yeah, really want for him to focus on letting the Wukong push into him and trying to defend that turret just a bit more.
Definitely, definitely.
Ooh, sneaky, sneaky here. Watch out, Subak.
You had the pop barrier for that.
And Flash goes down.
Skyfall's here to back you. Hopefully we get to see the W go down.
Subak with so much damage.
Going wide. Subak does pop barrier. Could be another nice double kill. Not a double, but another 5-0, 5-1 for bot and jungle. We have Cho'Gath with a bounty while being behind in CS. Only and no kills. Very interesting.
That's a classic bounty system. That's a classic bounty system right there.
The Rod of Ages on the Cho'Gath is an interesting pick.
I think he's going to be going for the utility kind of AP speed Cho'Gath build, which I really like to see. It's definitely one of the more fun ones, so respect to Koala.
It does not want to play that boring full HP, full tank Cho'Gath.
You know, despite the effectiveness.
Just like AP Malphite, perhaps.
I'd like to see the lane swap here.
Yeah, I'd love to see lane swap. I think that Cho'Gath fares a little bit better into that Wukong. Just because... Ooh, we see Teacuppers no slow, but we're always. I mean, it looks like we're the sharks fishing for these kills now, which I love to see us kind of swapping the roles that we've been kind of punished by for the past few weeks. Again, that Ash vision is so helpful for just locating where all the members of the team are.
And I do like our positioning, but now that we're in the ARAM part of the game, I really want Subak and Teacuppers to be careful with these bounties.
Yeah, did I just see... I'm not sure. We're going to be going for a little early Rift Herald, I think. We're grouping up for it. Can Sam beat this? I don't think we can beat this
Sam.
Lucian. We got put to half so fast.
Gotta have a little more discipline.
A little more discipline. We see Cho R on that. Oh, Sam.
Oh,
again,
no, Sam.
Forces flash. Does not get the kill. Ooh,
Oh my god.
Flashes and live.
You see the redemption here.
Love,
we can get a cam on Sam.
Flashes
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's the one shot. Well,
never mind. There's the bait of the century.
The greatest bait of all time. I did not realize. I'm sorry, Sam.
Oh my god.
Members. That is surely intentional. Surely was meant to be what happened there, of course.
It's like a 300 IQ mind game.
Absolutely. Did not miss the cannon. Good to see.
You know, at that point, just FF. If you miss the cannon, FF.
Of course, yeah, that's how that works. We have never missed a cannon, by the way, of course.
I've never missed a cannon, personally.
Looks like... all waves.
No, I've never done that.
Okay.
Looks like CSUN is going to have vision of Sam as he backs here. You know, they haven't swapped up their lane patterns to accommodate what UW is doing, and that could be part of why our success in the mid and the bot lane is pulling through here.
Yeah. We got that 600 gold bounty on the Pantheon.
I don't like
Wherever
it.
that goes, I don't like that. That's a big, big bounty to be holding for a jungler like that.
You know, with the Syndra being the least one behind, other than the Wukong, they are going to be very strong.
Wow. That Syndra CS is disgusting. 187 at 18. That is like a little bit over 10 CS a minute.
Oh no. Subak getting caught out here.
Ooh,
oh no, the shutty.
Syndra as well. Such a strong scaling champ. I'm a bit worried for the future of that. Love the silence on that. Sam probably going down.
Yeah. Oh no. Unfortunate stuff there. With Sky Falls for me getting caught out there, the 600 gold bounty does go to the one person that we were talking about that we don't want it to go. Very scary.
That Syndra is going to be so strong. And as we just saw, that single bounty going to Northridge put their gold lead back up a little, well, their gold disadvantage back up a little bit within the ranges of only 1,000.
Yeah, I think we were looking at
a huge value rift that does strike turret.
Nice job.
Really good to see. We're maintaining our map advantage, which is good to see, but giving that bounty could mean a lot. With the Syndra going for the Rabadons early? So
I think in this type of game, you gotta go for it.
Absolutely. That Syndra is going to have so much AP in the late game that we're going to, again, we're on those Merc treads, but I think we're going to have a bit of trouble dealing with her.
And it's just like one of those things where we really need to not underestimate their power. You know, we have twice as many kills as them, but their knock-up CC is twice as effective as ours. You know, the Alistar, the Wukong, and the Syndra are so lethal, especially in this ARAM developing part of the game where it's all going to be team fights
and we
going
just
forward.
Saw Talon giving a few camps to Syndra to secure that Rabadon so early. If we could see how much AP that Syndra has at the moment, it's going to be boosted a lot here, especially with having her passive up pretty soon. She's going to be a menace very quickly for Subak. Needs to watch out for that.
Does look like Skyfalls for me is going to try and converge on the Atakan, with Wukong being the only one down here at the moment, taking some vision advantage where we can get it.
That Atakan bot, yeah, and that explosive wave. Again, we're seeing that Syndra instantly destroying these waves. 221 CS at 20 minutes. farming as much of that passive as we can to get to the AP boost, which is going to be so strong this game. Looking like they're going to be like the saving grace for Northridge in this game for sure.
100% agree. And, you know, we do have the talent. He's so quick with the roams, with the U move. Oh, Subak getting caught out here.
Lovely flash and stun by Subak.
Can he get the double?
That could... The second shot does not go through, but we have Sam here. Ready and wait. Good dodge on it, but I think that Lucian will be getting out.
Another scary bounty given up to the Lucian. We don't want him to scale. We got to play very tight. But it looks like we're going to try and be able to score the Atakan with this Talon and this Alistair down here, or at least I hope that's what they go for.
Love that knock-up. Really good prediction from Koala, knowing that Wukong's going to be running right to that bush. That was invisible as well.
We do not go for it. A little bit strange. I do believe we would have had the damage capacity to do it, but you know, I respect the type play.
I respect the lane play. I think it's fine to just get some jungle advantage here. We do have, yeah. Oh, am I seeing a Riot Ward? Someone in this game has been in a game with a Rioter.
Whoa.
Yeah. Someone on, I think, Northridge's side, which is awesome to see such a unique board like that in the game.
Oh, rolled in smoke.
Ooh!
My goodness.
We have Alistar popping over into the enemy lines.
I think that was an auto from Peacuppers.
Yeah, I really love to see that. That was that's going to be a beautiful pick on the support. That could, I would love to see us go for this Otacon and Dragon here. These objectives are so close. Absolutely, we want that 4th and 5th dragons onto our side.
And Koala's so smart, knowing that the Lucian is going to try and get some advantage with the towers here.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one who ooh, the root on Pew is going to knock it up.
Oh!
Lovely chain CC onto that Talon. A really beautiful game sense from them to instantly know that that's the one thing they need to do.
My goodness, watch out.
A few flashes go wide. Knockup goes wide as well. Syndra with that move speed is really hard to catch, as anyone knows.
I think we definitely go for the Otacon here, and we do converge on it with that Talon down. It's going to be scary with the Wukong.
We are not going to be going for Otacon here. Perhaps baiting a little bit just for these picks. No,
oh no, the knockup.
Lovely knockup from Koala though.
Watch out, guys. The Wukong is coming here.
That's ooh, the really good game sense. They backed off the second they knew Wukong had the timing. Sad to see we don't get the Otacon, but we all live and keep those bounties to ourselves, thankfully.
A little bit strange though, because now we open up the opportunity for CSUN to try and sneak an Otacon here. I would have liked Skyfalls for me to be covering that a little bit more.
Yeah, they have the vision on it. They know that it could be in the future for Northridge. And the Syndra getting more passive. Again, the second that Ascendance hits, she's going to have near 500 AP probably.
Yeah, and it looks like Koala's building more armor in this spot. I wonder if you can break that down for me. You know, in this spot, especially with such a fed Syndra, I probably would have gone for going for a Force of Nature.
Yeah, again, just because I think that movement speed is so strong here. The Dead Man's is definitely a power pick here, but I think that I would have liked to see this item we're building here with the Giant's Belt and the Cloth Armor could potentially have been instead items for that Force of Nature, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But that's like we're going to force the Otacon with Syndra TPing in. You know, Koala being the first line of defense against this CC here. Got to be really careful.
Locking them off as we speak. Hopefully we get a nice knockup here. It's going to be a fight in the pit, though.
Oh,
huge
no, the Wukong
knockup. Hopefully
we gotta peel.
Does not go down. We don't peel in time. It's looking like a 4v4.
No.
They're going to be securing our roses. We only secured a few. But that's a sad outcome to see. Yeah, that Wukong so strong if it gets to our backline.
That's just like... That's exactly what CSUN wants to be doing here.
Yeah.
They want to be going for the Wukong. Even if he dies, it doesn't matter. As we can see, the gold is practically even.
Yeah, but
they're looking strong. They're looking dangerous.
They are. At least our bounties did not go down, but Again, they got the advantage with that fight. We made us back. Pantheon going in, gets knocked back immediately. Really good timing on that Syndra. Quite impressive. I'm
This is a hard
very
game.
questioning why my Cho'Gath has a 250 gold bounty and the Syndra up 70 CS and a kill does not. Very interesting.
Classic League. Classic League.
Of course. He has more
Um,
health, so bigger bounty.
They're true. You know, I like our builds here. I like some of our positioning, but knowing that the Wukong is going to try and go for Subok, and Subok's not going to be able to get any value, I do wish that we hadn't localized our comp so much. You know, we just made it really easy for him to get that 3-man, that 4-man knockup.
Yeah, and again, just because these pits of the fights, you're locked into being kind of in with your team in that AoE. That's the power of that Wukong ult in this game, is that we have to be playing like that because that's the forced positioning of these pits. Again, I mean, looking at this Baron pit, we're in the spawn of this like very tight corridor. Maybe
Yeah.
troublesome.
Gonna be scary if we try to approach that with CSUN still up.
And even with the Syndra as well, because you're likely unable to be able to juke and avoid her abilities in that corridor. That E is going to look very powerful.
And the game is looking dangerous. You know, we're letting this Syndra scale, and the Wukong is always going to have value with that level 6 ult. So, I don't know. It's a tough mid game. It is a tough mid game for UW at the moment. We are approaching.
We're positioning for this. Yeah, we're positioning for these dragons. It would be our 4th. We want this to be on the table, but again, we have to be careful for losing this fight. I love to see that from Sam, breaking those jump pads so the Wukong has a harder time getting in.
We are being a little bit more wary of the Wukong. We do see it here, but Talon is approaching from bottom of Dragon Pit, so it's going to be very scary.
Definitely. We see the Wukong. I'd love to catch that out. Lovely knockup from Koala. That's going to get hard immediately. Koala the GOAT. That knockup while invis. The game sense to do that is incredible. Lovely showing.
Getting caught out here by the Talon and the Lucian. Got to peel for that, guys.
I love to see Skyfall's getting that Syndra away. He knows that that's who we need off our team the most here.
Great job, team. Super good play from Koala.
Yeah, incredible play from Koala. We're going to be repositioning for that dragon. Knocking up that Wukong while he's fully invisible. Insanely impressive, and it won us that fight.
That's GOAT behavior right there.
That is GOAT behavior right there, and that is going to get us our 4th dragon. Lovely to see that for our team.
We do get Soul here.
Yeah.
We pick up a little bit of a gold lead. You know, we had that evened out, but next fight is going to be Baron fight. What are we looking for here, Dash? What's their disadvantages? How do we play tight?
We spoke about that fight. It's that Wukong, absolutely.
And I just have to agree with you.
Absolutely. I mean, if we get that Wukong onto our backline, there's not much we can do. We're probably looking for an Ashe R onto it while it's still invisible. As difficult as that may be to hit that ability on that invisible Wukong, but we saw Koala do nearly the same. We see Sam caught out. We saw this be a weak point of Sam happening again. Getting picked off in the mid game as always. As we are hitting the late game, these deaths matter a lot more. You're dead for 50 seconds, Sam.
Oh no, is that going to be a Baron rush from the side of CSUN? I think it might be. They are converging towards it.
Again, we have that Ashe arrow, so we obviously know. Love the root on the Wukong.
Great job, Koala.
Oh, flashes in for him, gets insta-stunned.
Watch out.
Teacuppers does go down. Subok is going to be going down as well. This 2v3 is not fortunate. I don't think, unless we can get a
clean though.
They are. Our players playing this incredibly cleanly. We've reduced this to a 2v2, and they're running with their tails between their legs. Koala looking so strong.
Oh my god! The ult in.
We're seeing a new era of GOAT behavior from Koala and Skyfalls, cleaning up that 2v4
Spam,
so quick.
spam pinging that Baron there. I think that's going to be the Baron secured for us. Talon maybe going to try and go for a steal here.
Yeah. Really good. Love to see that. Just beautiful, beautiful gameplay from our team members. Love to see that.
Oh, they know. They can see it. They smell him with the ult there. Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
sad
come on,
to
guys.
see that
Come on.
go. I mean, we had Smite up. We had Smite.
That's the one thing that you just can't let happen. That's so unfortunate. All right, looks like we're going to be playing very safe. Despite the victory that we had in that last team fight, we are now on the back burner with this Baron buff. Koala looking to make it out of a 3v1 here.
Winning
I
the
mean,
team fight but losing the Baron, just really, really sad to see. Skyfall's locking in for these kills but doesn't win the freaking Smite battle.
that's just a skill issue there. You know, that's something that you can really never give up. In a 3v1 scenario, you know, the Talon does have that invis, but...
Yeah, I mean, we have the strongest, second strongest Smite battler of all time. We have a Smite plus Cho'Ar. That's sad
That's
to
what
see
I'm saying,
happen,
you know.
really.
It was likely on cooldown from that last fight, but even so, you know, Pantheon Q does execute even
Yeah.
on those jungle camps.
Of course
And
they do. I'm pretty sure the threshold is lower than Smite, though.
yeah, of course.
It's no Jinxar.
It's no Jinxar. But it's
I don't see it mattering all too much, but them having Baron, not so strong, but us having Baron lets us finish this game up before anything bad can happen.
yeah, especially with this Syndra kind of scaling out of control.
Absolutely, she probably has struck her power point at this point, seeing as she's 18, probably has her passive the second. She probably QWEs our Ashe. She's dead.
Yeah, likely want to see a GA pickup from Subak with these enemies who are just going to be looking to dive him.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh my goodness, the juke.
It was really precise timing there. We do see probably Sam trying to contest his Wukong, but I don't think he's strong enough to be able to do so. This Wukong gets the turret. One for one turret I think is fine, but our top is looking quite weak.
Yeah, we do leave ourselves open to a potential sneak into the base from the Wukong. You know, he does have the Sheen item, he does have the Sundered Sky, and some lethality, so those turrets are going to go down really quickly. Especially as well, Syndra is going to be one-shotting the wave, so we're going to have a hard time being able to push in. And as we approach 35 minutes here, the item advantage and the kill lead is not seeming to matter at all, as both teams are just about 4 items each. You know, it's a scary state, especially for, like, you know, we see such scalers on the enemy team of CSUN, and we're going to go into this Elder fight looking even, and that is not where we want to be. You know, we want to be as ahead as we can.
Behind even. All things considered, up 14 kills and we're down in gold. Not the best to see.
No, especially because CSUN has been so clean about their wave management and their taking back gold.
Definitely. We do have nice vision. I mean, we're looking at Flash on this.
Oh my goodness, great Flash.
All we need to do next is just make sure that Wukong gets to do nothing, and we have a really clean fight upcoming. Koala, yeah, right. A lovely ward. We do see it happen.
Subak with great positioning here, knowing where to be. Bessaker on the Wukong. He is looking very scary. Subak, why are you in the Dragon Pit, though? Has to flash out.
Yeah, it does. We are getting chunked in here, though, from this Wukong.
Oh,
Stealing
no.
the Elder. They're going to be cleaning the rest of us up.
Disaster after disaster with the top lane pushed in. We are looking so weak right now. Oh, man. That is just something you cannot let happen in these last team fights.
No. We saw Ash R go fully wide there. Which I hate to see. That definitely decided that Wukong knew that with no Ash R, free reign of that Dragon Pit is what he gets to have. We are on long respawns here.
Oh, no. Subok so low. Goes down to the Elder. Execute.
It's maybe a disappointing loss for our team. A double kill.
Falls for me,
maybe
though.
even a triple.
He's gonna R in here. He knows what he has to make happen.
A quadra for Kai Falls. I'm not sure that's what we need to turn around this game, though. A 17-1 Pantheon is certainly strong, but you're already full build, nearly.
You know, from my experience, Pantheon is just one of those champs that's very strong at 3 items, but quickly becomes useless in the face of mega scalers. And as we know, any team fight is the winning team fight at this stage of the game.
Definitely. I really think we need to just rethink a bit of the positioning. Forcing the objective like that puts us so vulnerable to Wukong, which I really do not like.
And we have the timings, you know.
Whoa!
Oh, has to pop the ult here.
Oh, does end up getting out, though. Baron's up. I don't think we have time to force this. TB's coming out. Did we grab this in time without... we do have a... Sam looking a little bit chunked, but that's fine to see.
Oh, the stun with the W. Watch out, guys. Syndra is coming in here from the back line.
Wukong is in the back line. We're gonna give him such a strong knock up here.
Oh
man.
no.
Again, we saw this be such a weak point for this team, and it's gonna really be the decider for this fight, as we mentioned already.
Subok may be able to clean up here.
No, I think Subok is going to be on the run.
Oh dear. And that looks like it's gonna be game going towards CSUN to tie it up 1-1. Oh man, that is a heartbreaker.
Things we have learned from past weeks. We know we need to watch for things like the Wukong, the Aurora, and we're simply not.
That is just such a heartbreaker.
Disappointing game too. That we're gonna be losing with such a nice advantage, even in the mid. Really sad to see something like that be the reason for a loss. Just simple positioning, something like that.
Those are just like the kind of games that we just can't be losing, you know? We know how the team fights are going to play out. We know how we have to play them, and just fight after fight, we can't seem to make it happen. So really tough game 1. Hopefully that will be our tester game to try and give leeway, to try and understand the enemy team. But I think we got to get our positioning together, like you're saying.
Yeah. Well, after a sad loss like that, I think we will see you when the next draft is beginning. And welcome back to the draft for game 3 of the losers semifinals for Collegiate League of Legends. We took a tough loss last game, putting it to 1-1. We found a lot of trouble versus this Wukong, so I think unless we're positioning against it, I'd love to see it banned. Again, we are seeing that Kane ban from the enemy team, and we're banning the Volley Gwen. Probably those directed pocket bans. Looking at the OPGG of the players, we probably know they like playing these two picks. Again, we're running the same ambassador. Every week we seem to have these 3 bans that we love to just ban every game. And Northridge is going to be banning out Sam's Rumble again, which I don't think we would like to play anyway. Something I'm hoping we do here is we actually pick Jarvan, because it's quite strong right now. We're comfortable on it, and it's really good at just locking down enemy supports ADC's mid. We saw how strong it's been in the past games, and we're not going to pick it. We're going to be going to the Pantheon again, which this may be like a false positive of how strong it was that game that we're picking it again, but I guess we're going to jam it. I guess it's fine. We saw how strong it was, but we kind of saw how fast it fell off in those team fights if we're not locking down that Wukong. And they're going to be taking our Ashe Lulu, which with Rel banned, I would love to see us rocking probably that Varus Caitlyn again, maybe the Ezreal. Have to see who we pick though.
And it looks like we're running back the same initial bans, I believe.
Yeah, as well as the Pantheon pick instead of Jarvan again.
I like the Pantheon for the point and click CC. We saw success with it, but I think that Sky Falls for me, if he is going to go for this point and click CC role, really has to try and do his best to funnel kills
Wait for
elsewhere on the
himself.
map. Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Hopefully that is what happens, because we saw how strong it was at securing these kills, but we took 17 of them.
Yeah, a bit of a problem there for sure. But
Yeah, we're
not
more.
as much of a problem as our positioning.
Yeah, that's certainly true. But again, that Pantheon into Ashe, not a very strong showing. With ooh, Northridge going to be picking the Viego. Really
Bad Viego?
interesting. Yeah, not a common pick, I would say.
No, definitely not. Um,
Very interesting.
we are going to be banning TF from the side of CSUN. I think that they're just trying their best to keep global ultimates off the board and not allow UW to have 3 TPs.
Yeah, but it looks like we will be having it anyway. We do have that Pantheon back up again.
Mm-hmm.
We are on our Nautilus Trist. We have certainly played it before. We've seen how strong it is. I like it for being able to get out of the way of a lot of these junglers, but I don't want to replace a strong ADC pick with replacement to positioning.
Honestly, I think it's like not too bad in this spot, especially because
We are banning the Wukong.
respect, please get that thing off the board. I especially because Tristana Knot is going to be so strong in the level 2 and level 3 fights in the bot lane. They do full level 1 to Ashe Lulu, but I think that Subok and Teacuppers are practiced enough that they should be able to make something happen. But
Definitely. We
as you were talking
saw
about,
we're picking Zach. What? Sure. All right. Yeah.
uh,
Pick Zach. Versus Talia, I don't like Zach. I don't like Panth. I don't like Trist. It's a really good pick into all 3 of those. Even Nautilus. Running over that minefield with your abilities, you take so much damage to it.
it's a strange thing. I don't think we've seen this before. Koala came through really big with his Cho'Gath showing,
We
but
saw how
we
strong those knockups were.
We've not seen the Zach top yet from Sam before. This is
Yeah.
a quite a nerfed pick. We have seen how potent it is
Yeah.
in high ranks with those jungle stats, but I wonder if this is a scrim pocket pick or a new technology.
Could be, but I'm always questioning Sam's strange one-off picks. We've seen a lot of them. Hopefully this one goes well, especially versus a Gnar. Um, Zach Fair is somewhat fine into it, having the blobs for healing, such and such. But that Gnar is such a strong team fight ultimate that, well, hopefully we do not fall victim to it again.
Yeah, it looks like this enemy top laner from CSUN, Bessiker, is just the king of teamfight ultimates. It looks like this guy doesn't do anything else, and I think
Definitely.
that we need to show more respect. That's really what this late or this mid and late game comes down to: respecting that your opponents know what they're doing and that they can make things happen just as much as we can.
Yeah, I mean, we'll reverse that again. If we don't show respect, I at least want us to be putting it down early. But again, Nara is one of those champs that doesn't really matter how many items you have, how fed it is. It still represents a lot of control and power.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It really doesn't matter. And, Sam does have a bit of a respect issue in the top lane. Um, he doesn't really think that he'll get killed, and that's really a problem right now. He's got to pull back a lot. He's got to play like Besker knows what he's doing, because obviously, as we saw last game, he clearly does. He knows what his job is, and especially with a champion like Gnar, who's going to be putting on that early pressure and just never fall off in value. Sam's got a lot of work cut out for him.
Indeed, and we saw it go a little bit sideways last game. I hope we have more confidence this game. I feel confident in other lanes. They've been playing very strong. We're versus sub in the bot lane, so Subak can definitely do very well versus this.
Yeah, Subak has been showing up, except for a couple mishaps in positioning. His micro has been on point. Uh, clearly a lot of practice with the mouse 2 button, but
Certainly.
really, really want our team to have good positioning this game.
Yeah. We're on a bit of an odd comp. I mean, a lot of these picks, we have a frequent bot, but I must say, I'm a bit hesitant about this Zach pick, but we will see. We were confident in our scrimming, so hopefully this is something we've been labbing out, seeing how it works, seeing how we like it even after a lot of changes to the pick.
I personally like Sam as like a frontline kind of character. We have seen some success from him in that regard. I just want to see him on the Rumble.
Oh, well, they seem to be
No,
banning it,
no
which is very
disrespect.
interesting. They don't want to see it either.
Good for them. I think that Zach is one of those characters that can be really strong, especially as a roaming top. It's difficult to say, especially as we know that Gnar is going to be pushing in that wave as much as possible, And so that means that Vigo's going to have a lot of pressure to be able to go into Skyfall's Roomy Jungle, take control of Grubs, and they may even have Herald Prio. So, like you're saying, it's very scary in the top side of the map.
Certainly. What do you think about this Viego pick in that jungle?
I mean, Chad Viego pick, he is quite a weak champion, but he can just run away with the game. And
Definitely. If you get strong enough, I mean, I like it from behind. If we
oh,
get that
what?
early lead again, I mean, I'd like to see that Viego steal our items, basically.
Oh yeah, no, it's ideally we don't lose any deaths.
Absolutely. Hopefully, we don't have a 17 kill Triss die to Viego and then we get pented, but
That would be quite foul. It's just like I think that CSUN is playing high level comps to account for, you know, whatever disjointedness may be in the roster. They're playing comps that just CC, and CC. That's like they have mobility, they have, Talia Rome, and they team fight really well. And that's I think we struggle with that a little bit, and so we just need to show up and not let ourselves get stunned so much.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of tunnel visioned on the first fighters into these fights. We tunnel visioned. We were just trying to kill Alistar as fast as possible, and then we just let Wukong get into our team.
And like you're saying, I honestly don't think that is the ideal target. Like, okay, you kill the Alistar, you put all this focus into it, maybe even an ult, and then what happens? Wukong and Syndra just one-shot your whole team.
Yeah, definitely.
We are going to be moving into this game 2 here. Casters are going to take a small break as we make the transition. And welcome back to game 2 of the losers semifinal against CSUN. Scary game here, Dash. Scary game.
More like a third game. We took the first due to a bit of a delay. The first, so it is 1-1. This is game 3. Competing for that 2-1.
Oh my god. What?
Beautiful knockout!
And the follow-up with the South.
Wow.
Oh my
this
god.
is a beautiful start to the game. I mean, that is the best start possible. No one gets picked either. Koala
Beautiful.
absolutely locking in.
It's beautiful. It's
Wow.
the best thing I've ever seen.
That is incredible. Everyone
Wow.
got every assist as well, which is so good. I mean, looking at Sam's items, bro has cloth armor and Doran's shield. So,
It
yeah.
brings a tear to my eyes. That's the
Wow.
start that we need. That's the start. Come on, man. Come on.
I mean, again, we've got to secure the mid game if we're doing this so early.
I know it makes me a little sad every time we have like beautiful leads like this, and then
Yeah.
just fumbled the mid.
Again, starting no flash up on top and bot is a bit scary, but we should get a nice advantage due to these kills we got. Should even
You
it
know,
out.
I think so as well. I think that Sam just needs to work on not dying. You know, he's definitely gonna go for that attack boots or the tabbies and the thorn mail probably pretty early. But, you know, pretty standard laning from both teams. As we talked about, you know, Ash and Lulu are going to have that level 1 advantage. But as we move into the level 2 and 3, I think that Subak and Teacuppers will have a lot of presence.
Yeah, and I'd love to see my Cho'Gath out poking a Talia for sure.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Koala, kind of the goat.
I'm not entirely knowledgeable about this Zac top pick. All I know is that I don't see it very often. Hopefully, I would love to see the power of that ult really shine through, though. I mean, it's very strong versus anything comp, really.
He's quite good and was kind of a staple pick of high elo a couple patches ago until his nerf because of, you know, they didn't want him out of the jungle. So he is a bit weaker than he used to be, but I do believe it could be the right pocket pick in this situation, you know.
Yeah, but again, what I was worried about was getting poked down by this Gnar, which we're clearly seeing happen.
Oh, big level 2 dive onto Henry.
Does Ash go
Great
down?
stuff.
No, we do burn a lot of sums for that, though. Only pulling just Ash Flash. Can Gnar kill Zac passive at level 4?
I think in Mega Gnar he can.
Okay.
I think that's something that Sam really needs to watch out for. Just again, we need to have some respect, especially for such a champion that never loses value. We are going to be looking for a dive here.
The blobs are saving him a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. I mean, you have blobs right there. I'd love to be able to grab those. Love to see. Yeah, 63 per. Going to be a lot of sustain for this kind of harsh lane. Skyfall's pushing. We have flash on that champ. We did not burn that during the first scuffle. We know that.
I think it's a good decision from him to be a little bit more conservative with it. That careful play is kind of what we need.
Certainly. I love to see that
Oh
happen.
my goodness, Teacuppers, you're different. Can we maybe get the kill here? No, but we do force.
I mean, we've pulled both flashes at this point, which is really the main objective of 1 to 3 fights in this bot lane, right?
And it's over.
Wow,
it's
that
over.
Flash was incredible. We queued a minion though. We Nautilus hooked a minion.
Well, I think it's quite all right. You know how we have such an advantage already, and how aggressive we're being. I think we're playing pretty well. Subak though going very low.
Unless we die.
I don't believe he has barrier now. No, yeah, he's looking at the cleanse here with no heal from Teacuppers on the Nautilus. So very feast or famine. Oh, watch out, Sam. You got Viego coming in here.
They surely can kill that in time. Yeah, they will.
Yeah, unfortunate.
No. Well, we surely thirsted for that kill a little bit.
Yeah, and his wave is...
Whoa,
Oh my god, Teacuppers.
That should be a kill for Teacuppers. We might even save it for our tryst.
I think we're going to delay it. It's beautiful. Great job, Teacuppers. I don't think they're going to be able to rush back to lane on the Ashe. The root.
Kill it. Just kill it.
He's
I beg you,
trying.
just kill it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, a little bit of a waste of an ignite there. A bit confusing.
Okay. Sure, I guess.
I think it's like a 180-second cooldown ability. I think it's all right, but
A bit.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, great flash pull from Koala and Sam. Nice rotate there.
At
I
least
think we
getting
really
one
need,
grub.
yeah, really need a little bit more presence from Sky Falls from here. Sky Falls from me here. He,
I mean, we've got the ult. Soon it'll be coming.
yeah, kind of focusing more on the CS aspect of Pantheon, whereas we would really like some more heavy ganking.
I love the Gnar move speed being used to deny the blobs every time they come up.
No, yeah, this is definitely a difficult matchup for Sam.
Yeah. I'd love to see Koala quite even in this mid lane though. Against
Just a lot of sustain.
Yeah. We are
Looks
seeing
like
lovely hook from
Convergence.
Teacuppers. I feel like that should be a kill, cleansing the exhaust.
Watch out, guys. There's
That's
a Viego
kill.
here.
We
We
are
have to pop the
flashing.
flash. Oh, great job from Subak to avoid it. But
We Tristana R'd the Viego and it didn't knock him back at all. Very interesting.
You know, we really in this part of the game, most importantly, we need some more presence from Skyfalls for me. We need him to follow and try and match these trades and these engages.
Definitely, and we see Dragon being taken. Skyfalls knows this, but they're pulling it out of the pit as they clearly do know Skyfall's looking for probably a steal here.
Skyfall's not trying to contest here. Very confusing.
Give up.
With the initial advantage, I would really expect him to be a bit more aggressive. You know, you don't want this Viego to scale because he really is weak early. So I'm not
looking a lot stronger. Hitting 6, that's a really strong break point for that champ.
Yeah, I'm not really understanding it. Yeah, a bit of a confusing early game. We are looking quite even, so it's not too bad, but we are giving up a Chemtech Drake, which is very important in this Lulu matchup with all those shields.
Certainly. Obviously cannot let that go through considering... Well, Pantheon, yeah, Serpent's Fang is like not a real item in Summoner's Rift, so...
No, it is not. It is. The stat lines are just so weak. And with Pantheon, especially that the build in the jungle requires, you know, you really want to be going bruiser items like Sundered Sky and your Sterex. And, you know, we saw Sky Falls from me go for the Unending and how effective that was last game.
Definitely.
Oh, great hook here.
Lovely hook as well.
Watch out for the Ashar. Oh, we
again.
got that there.
Yeah,
Give it to Subak.
Again, we see Skyfalls taking the kills.
Potential communication error there.
We need Trist having a lot of kills for this late game. I mean, we really do. If this Viego is going to be that strong.
Oh, Bessiger pops and whiffs the ult there. Good stuff from Sam dodging that. Are we seeing the dive? Great job. Great job.
Oh
my goodness. Flash? Can we get a cam back on the mid lane there?
Do we get the kill? No, we flash mostly for nothing. And we might even get picked here considering we don't have our flash.
We're getting picked. Oh, no.
A lot of... Yeah, if I had to say sloppy play from UW right now.
I think I agree. We're just giving up too much advantage. You know, we're our micro and our kill potential is there, but our rotate power and our kind of thought process is lacking a little bit. We do have the Void Grubs coming up here for second round. I do think that does mean we'll be able to try and secure 4 or at least 3.
Yeah.
But Subak going to be really pushed off this wave. The Lulu and the Ashe really knowing that they can push this because of where Nautilus is. Oh, well, good catch out here,
Yeah, but we're
maybe.
looking for a hook, probably.
Oh
Love
no,
that
watch out,
root.
guys. It's Viego.
Oh,
Great W. Teacuppers with a clean ult as well.
oh, Teacup is going to be caught out. Another bad pick to see getting grouped on yet again.
This is, frankly, just a spew. It's very rough. Skyfalls, you got to match this. You know that your ADC is about to get dove here. That is the last person who you want to die. Conversion from Koala, though. Oh, the great cleanse.
But still goes down, of course, because
Clean up crew.
a lot of follow-up on that team. Yeah, again, we're seeing how strong that Tristana is if it's in Viego's hands.
Yeah, Subak, man, you gotta... Or, sorry, Sky Falls for me, man. You gotta clean it up a little bit. You gotta rotate quicker.
Certainly.
I'm seeing, like, the rotate timelines and the backs, the recalls are not really lining up with the objectives in the ways that they should be.
And we are in form. I don't think Gnar can kill it fully.
No, I don't believe
but
so.
Still, losing that, that's a bad sign for the future.
We are going to fight this, it looks like, with the dive onto Bessaker.
We have R up. I think this should be a nice kill.
Beautiful stuff.
Lovely shutdown. Really good to see from Sam. We definitely needed that for the upcoming plates falling and all these team fights upcoming.
Gray's looking quite even in the bot lane. We are down the cleanse. We do have the flash, though, with Ashe's barrier coming up.
Yeah, we are not getting cleanse up for every Ashe R, so using it there felt like a little bit of a waste, considering we could have it up for any team fight in the future.
I agree. Oh, Koala getting caught here. He needs some support from Teacuppers. The ult goes out from Talia, though. And we are backing off here.
Oh, Teacuppers dying as well. Again, we're dying to just these four-man groups bot. And
this is just so frustrating.
The dragon as well.
What's happening, Skyfalls? Why are we in the top lane here? This is clearly a rotate for the dragon fight. You know, I hate to be aggressive in this casting, but it's just so frustrating, you know. We got to get it together in this positioning.
It's our time to shine and the time we need to shine. And leaving our team so wide like that when you represent a lot of that lockdown on our team.
I agree, especially as, like, we can see their play pattern here. You know, they're going for dive after dive. They're grouping up in 3s and 4s. We even see Talia off the map here, so we know that she's rotating.
Ooh,
oh, Subak.
Yeah,
body block from Teacuppers. Maybe we can get the kill here.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna be dove 4-man bot again. I mean, too little too late in the bot lane from Teacuppers.
Maybe Koala can make something happen, though.
Yeah,
we get a cam on that.
Skyfall's coming in.
Skyfalls, you have flash here.
Yeah,
are we gonna make something happen, man?
Doesn't look like it, though. We're gonna let them get out with it.
I'm really confused. I don't know about you, Dash, but I don't really know what's going on in this game.
We're kind of floundering this early lead we've got, and which it's consistently been such a problem.
Especially when I feel like Sky Falls for me could be fighting a lot more. You know, he has the CS advantage, but what is that really doing for us this game?
Yeah. I mean, we're still somewhat even in gold considering all that's happened, but we've got to start just... We can't keep getting picked like this, to be frank. It's hurting us so much.
We have to group up like CSUN is. And to an extent, we have to do it better because of how much we've given up at this point. You know, we need to see way more fighting from our Pantheon here.
I mean, you represent so much with your ult that we want to see you positioning for it each time we know we need it. And again, we're looking at a lot of grouping in the top lane. We are sitting on it. He knows where he has to be this time.
But guys, this is a pick on the Viego. This is definitely a pick on the Viego. We need a cam on here.
We do. He jukes us very well. If we burn everything for this and don't get a pick, which we won't, we are down Pantheon ult with nothing to show for it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a whiff there, you know. Sam made a pretty good opening there. Oh, Koala is going to get dove
And
here.
Koala's getting dove.
Oh,
No
no.
turret to back it. That's certainly going to be another pick.
Yeah, we're
Hopefully
just
Sam
not landing
gets
what we
out.
need to.
This sequence of bad events hopefully will not continue.
Oh, Subak gets out of the...
that. I mean,
Oh, we're going to go for
that's
this.
a really aggressive W for nothing as well. It's honestly, to me, it seems like we're really just tilt fighting at this point.
Oh my god. What is happening? Sky falls.
Oh, man, Sam will go down as well. I mean, this is a tough early.
This is hard to watch, guys.
Our
Not
team
gonna
is
lie.
hard to watch. We are just going in one by one and dying. I hate to see it.
No, this is a very hard game. You know, we're not analyzing where we need to be. We're not taking advantage of that early game advantage, and you know, we're not grouping. And our strength definitely in this early game, you know, we've already transitioned to the mid game at this point, and CSUN is clearly so much stronger. So it's going to be hard. And if we could find a way to claw our way back into this game, it would be with positioning and team fighting.
Yeah. Again, we have Pantheon ult up soon. I can hope we can get some massive value from it. We saw how strong it was in the last game. I would love to have a repeat of that once we hit kind of this 20-minute mark as Baron comes up. We've got to do something to reignite this flame.
I honestly don't even think it's about him having ult, like the uptime of his ult. He just needs to be in the right place at the right time. Like, he's taking bad backs. He's not contesting when he needs to be contesting, and I don't think that we've seen a flash from Skyfalls for me. You know, he needs to be really aggressive with that flash.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a simple flash W onto anyone would be very helpful.
I think that, like, we've seen a lot of kills slip out of our hands just because of we haven't been flash Wing. Oh, we go for the ult here.
And again,
Gets the stun.
Interrupts the ult. Hopefully this can be a pick, but it looks like we'll not be using everything.
We do force the TP, however, from the Gnar. Sam going to get knocked up here. I wonder if he is going to go down. Definitely feels like Viego beats the Zac here. Oh, TP's from Talia with the back from Viego. Yeah, Berserker going to be looking very lethal. Dragon Pit is not where we want to be against this Gnar. Oh, the ult goes out. Oh, Koala trades back, though, with the ult. Skyfalls for me goes down. Are you going to go in, Sam?
One last fight from Sam, but I think that would just be another inting death. Yeah. Burning everything before this fight and knocking the pick on that Talia made us so weak for that fight.
It's just really tragic. I think that we just cannot play in the Dragon Pit in the way that we've been playing. Does look like Sam is going to go down to Berserker and a Yuumi user.
Had to see us getting wiped again.
In what looks like just about shy of a 10k gold lead with 3 Drakes, UW is looking so weak. This is spelling disaster for us at the moment.
I'm really
Aster's
hoping.
definitely feeling the disappointment in this right now.
It's disappointing. I mean, we had such a nice break at the start with those 2 kills. And then really, we were burning summoners and lanes, not getting many picks. And it kind of started leading to, again, this slow burn of us getting picked off and losing these objectives.
And, you know, I do think that we have the capability of coming back into this game. You know, we did see that CSUN made such a big such a big comeback in that game 1. And so it's not out of the realm of the possibilities, but we really need to clean up this positioning and go for 4v1s, go for 3v1s, and get some vision advantage.
Definitely. I think we've spotted... Maybe we spot not, and we are not going to TP on it. I mean, do we see Gnar in the bot? I mean, I'd love for us to go for that bounty right now.
Yeah, with the Otacon up, it's going to be a little bit scary because we know that the side of CSUN is going to be floating around this bot lane. And, we can see that the map is dotted with red. The vision advantage is immense.
Certainly, and well, that was our time to fight, but CSUN definitely grouping now.
Yeah, how do you feel about these backing timings? We do see the Viego backing here, but he has already secured the scuttle. He's put down some control wards.
Yeah, I mean, we're letting. I just we're
We are
having.
looking for the dive on the Ashe
Ooh,
here, though.
we
If
do
we
get
can
the
make anything
pull
happen.
in.
Oh, great hook from Teacuppers. The Redemption is going to get popped, though. Talia is going to TP in the mid lane here. Sky falls for me. You got to make something happen here, man. Where's the W?
Again, we're seeing us burn these ults, these summoners. We're engaging in fights and just running away.
Yeah, feeling weak here, but that does give the opportunity for CSUN to start this Atakan, and they are going to do it. I wonder if we're going to take it back here. What's happening?
I think we're, well, bringing it. We're definitely going to go in.
I don't know if we're going to have the timing.
We do have Pantheon ult. Can certainly go in.
Oh, they're just shredding it, though, with that Viego and that Ashe power.
Yeah, and I mean, look at that Talia damage. Keeping our Cho'Gath fully off it as well as Skyfalls. Just sitting in that pit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am quite confused this game. It is a tough one.
Yeah, we've hit the 10k gold mark as our gold disadvantage. Yeah, we're slowly getting our second items as some members of the enemy team are about to get their third.
I wonder if this we're playing scared or we're trying to play tight here, but what we're really doing is just giving CSUN full reign to make the map their own, take the objectives and force us off here, and I really don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, we seem to know that we should be using abilities ults early to secure these kills, but a lot of them fell short, and CSUN realizes this. They know we're down a lot, and then they decide that's when we want to fight. That's when we want to force an objective when we know they just wasted so many resources.
And like you're saying, CSUN is playing very, very tight here, very clean. They know not to get caught out, and if they do, they have the peel for it just instantly. We saw the Talia will instantly get popped. Just map awareness at its fullest.
Yeah. We're seeing us grouping in this bot. Probably looking for at least some picks before these objectives come up. We're pinging onto them. I would love to see us really go in and not just sit here. This is our time, is right now.
Oh no, Koala getting hit by that Viego.
We're using our we do have
Sky falls though.
Nice stun. That's a
He
stun
hits the
to their
W.
tankiest member though.
Oh, getting cut off with the Talia R though. Watch out, guys. We're falling very low. With Sam gonna go down here.
We're just getting burned up and poked by Talia.
Oh no.
We're just gonna get cleaned up and chased down by this Viego. Yeah. Even more and more.
Oh, we do burn the flash.
But we do burn everything for that fight. For no reward.
And it does look like CSUN is going to have that Ocean Soul, a very scary one for them to have, especially with Lulu. Their uptime on the map is going to go up by a lot. They're not going to have to recall as much.
Yeah, I'm just using this advantage, grabbing turrets, getting wards in the jungle. It's a tough game to bring back for UW, but this Baron fight is certainly the decider.
Maybe we can go for a steal here. I would love to see Skyfalls for me go for a hero Q. Oh, Koala, you're going to get caught out here. Watch out.
Alone.
I kind of respect it, though. He's got to make advantage where he can,
They're backing. We don't have vision on it, but I'd love to see. No, nothing will happen from that.
We're definitely not strong enough, especially with Subak currently just coming out of base in mid lane and Sam in the bot. Despite how weak everyone is, we really need Sam in these team fights for those knockups if we want to win,
Definitely. I mean, we have so many bounties available, objective bounties, that if we do find ourselves in a nice winning position, this comeback is on the table. And
All
hopefully
it takes is one fight.
Absolutely. All it takes is one fight. We have so much gold on the table just waiting to be taken. I can only hope that we can find a way into grabbing it. And
Viego looking very aggressive on teacuppers here.
Yeah. Again, we are fairly grouped. Ooh, it does go wide. Teacupper's getting really bursted.
We're going to see a TP from Sam here.
Sam TP's in, but has to E out immediately. Gets re-stunned and probably will be going into passive. And Koala just gets bursted. No. That is both of our tanks down nearly instantly. Really, really sad to see us. I mean, we used all of our summoners from Sam just to go down. And I think this will be an unfightable Baron take from Northridge.
Yeah. This is a tough game. I'm not gonna lie.
We do have Panic going, and I love that timing. Gets the man, does get the steal. Really good to see us take that steal. I mean, that definitely saves us some time here.
It's not too bad. We get that Baron buff. They're not gonna instantly be able to go in the base here. It's a good objective bounty. It's a lot of gold for everyone.
That objective bounty rocketed us up a large amount of gold. That was, I think, nearly 2,000 possibly. I mean, again, even without Baron buff, they're going to be sieging our base. I would love to see some knockups or anything soon. Subak looking very weak in the face of this Ocean Soul, though, to be completely honest.
Yeah, they're just regenerating so much health. It's very disgusting. Oh, Koala's definitely going to go down here.
Out again, yeah.
It's a hard game. We are 8-25.
As we are getting sieged into our base with Baron buff up. It would be a worse story if we didn't hit that steal, though. We have a fight. I mean, we have Zach are up.
Oh, Subak goes in here, forces the flash from the ADC.
Insta flash, though, from Henry Wonton.
Yeah, tough stuff here. It does look like our last turret is going to go down. They have the wave. They have 5 members still up here. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything.
They're getting free reign of our Nexus. Oh, and we get Gnar ulted in. Yeah. That should be the 3rd game to Northridge, putting us at 1-2.
We are currently in check.
Absolutely. What do we think went wrong here?
I mean, a lot can be said. There's an issue of draft. There's an issue of positioning, of, not fighting as a team, vision. I think all of our weaknesses were highlighted in that match. And that is just such a hard thing, especially playing on tilt can happen in these high level games. So it is just so hard.
Definitely. Well, we saw a lot of just one by one trying to go in on these low members, but not respecting what this item advantage can do for them. We were just giving all of our info, all of our reward, all of our numbers, everything. It really using nothing for everything for nothing, and Northridge just they recognized it and just pile drived us once we did hit that. Sad to see. What do you think we can improve on?
I mean, like you're saying, I think it is a matter of respect and being able to know when we need to go in, when we can't. But also, I think that we needed to be the aggressors there. We needed to put the pressure on, and especially from Skyfalls and Sam, Koala was trying to make the big plays happen. He was rotating for the bot. He was rotating from mid into the top lane. But, Skyfall is nowhere to be found. Working on the Gromp and the Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, we saw
what we needed
to see. Going really aggressive for some of these kills. But we used all our summoner spells for no kills frequently, multiple times. Kind of led to that slow burn of nothing. But with that, 1-2, we will catch you with that that breaker of the game to see if we can get it back to 2-2. We'll catch you when the next draft starts. And welcome back to the draft for Game 4 of the losers semifinals. For the Collegiate League of Legends, we are versus Northridge. We took a tough loss last round. We are banning those same three champs. They're banning the same three starter bans. We're picking an Ash Leona Rek'Sai. Interesting jungle pick. We have not played this yet, I don't think. Played Versit. With Northridge picking Ziggs, Nautilus, Tristana, picking our pick, seeing how they'll fare with it. What do we think about this?
It's pretty scary. The Triss not Ziggs is gonna have a lot of presence. As we saw, Subak and Teacuppers were such a powerhouse, and they were the hope of that game. Teacuppers basically did not miss a hook for the first 10 minutes, and Subak was doing everything he could with the damage output that he had. And so, with such a tight team like CSUN, it's going to be scary um, if they keep pulling off these 4v1s as we've seen them do it.
Yeah. I mean, we're off that Pantheon. We're on another pick we haven't really seen, something we've hopefully been scrimming, testing the waters of it. I like it to go through and avoid that front line that Northridge is clearly going with right now. Yeah, both teams just banning these standard 5 champs. Nothing really targeted so far, other than just that Wukong ban.
You know, I do respect the scrimming and the stratagem here, but I honestly was hoping for this game to see something that Skyfalls has been a little bit more comfortable with, like the Jarvan, especially because how effective Jarvan I think seemingly would be in a lot of these drafts. But we open up with a Xin pick from CSUN. How do you feel about that champion?
I think that could be a little tough. It's gonna single out that Rek'Sai
Hmm.
and just decimate it, probably keeping the rest of UW at bay. Is that like strength of it for sure? Say along with the Leona. We've seen how strong it has been in Skyfall's hands. So us not playing it and them picking it, us on the Rek'Sai is kind of strange. Something we haven't really been in the situation of before. Koala picking the Hui. Finally kind of getting back on those AP carry mids. We saw how strong they've been. We've moving off of that, putting a tank into the jungle. I'd love to see it go and be very strong.
All right, we're getting back into the rhythm of some things that we're clearly familiar with a little bit more. Koala has been such a carry in these last couple of sets, like you've been saying, and I think that's where he's a lot more comfortable with. He was playing a really strong Cho'Gath, but um, sad to say, what good is like such clean micro play if your team can't follow up on it?
Definitely, yeah. We saw that even with those knockups, if there's not being fought with you, it's quite hard.
Hmm. I completely agree here. CSUN with the last pick, Malphite, a little bit scary, I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely scary. Definitely scary. Oh, I would
Um,
love to see us just. We get these early kills. Usually get these feats of strength warfare. But again, I mean, this thing we've been seeing for the past weeks is we flounder so heavily in this mid game. I would love for our team to get this a beautiful solution to it. Figure out what's going on. What could be wrong. I'm liking this way, and maybe this Rek'Sai is kind of a solution to that, with really strong level 6s. Ah, yeah. Well, we will catch you when the game 4 starts versus Northridge. Hopefully, our comeback time. See you then.
And welcome back to Game 4 of the semis loser bracket of the CLOL Playoffs for the champs. We have loaded out of the draft, and we are now in the Rift in what is the check game for CSUN. It's a scary moment for us over here at UW. You know, we got to lock in here, but I believe in us.
Yeah. I would love to see us lock in this mid game, lock in general, untilt a little bit from last game, which is such a sad game to watch, just getting absolutely slammed throughout the mid game after a great early.
I think that we can do it. And, you know, we see here CSUN just being very careful of this level 1 invade that we saw before.
Yeah, I mean, they're wary of it after that, surely.
Is doing a really good job of walking away here, but we do see now, because of the vision advantage, the bot lane is putting a ward on that red buff.
Yeah, we have nothing to cover that, so we will. They know it's warded.
Yeah. Good prediction there. They know what's going down. They know they're on vision.
We do have way walking up a little bit into it.
Oh, and the matchup is going to be a little bit different. We're seeing
wow,
three
it's Ziggs
TPs.
bot. Ziggs bot as well, not Trist bot. Trist mid.
Does feel like a pretty good answer for that Hui, you know,
It
to try and
does.
stifle that scaling from Koala. But we've seen him battle these kinds of mid matchups before, and hopefully he can pull through once again.
Yeah, definitely hoping to come out on top in that mid lane. That's a big decider.
If Sky Falls for me can support Koala here, I think that is like the type of carry potential that we need.
Yeah, I'd love to see that stun. I'd love to be hitting this Nautilus, but I guess
Very aggressive here from Subak.
Very low both bot laners for Northridge. I mean, we saw this happen the previous game. We love this Ashe slow just to continue hitting them. Oh, goes a little bit wide.
Ooh. Very good trades. I think they understand that the level 1 is where they want to be trading. In the level 2s and 3s, Ziggs is just one of those very scary champions, especially once he hits 6. It's going to be hard in this lane.
Certainly. I think we're going to see the same thing in that top lane probably again. That Jace kind of a weak level 6 comparatively to any other character.
I agree. And it looks like Skyfalls for me has done a bit of an interesting pathing. He started on the wolves, went into the chickens, Krugs and red, but Koala gets dove a little bit here. Has the shield though.
Shielding to save a lot of damage though. That was a lot of health saved from that trade.
You know, Koala just one of the more proficient Hui players, who's definitely able to take advantage of every single of his 9 abilities in a very clean way.
Definitely. We're seeing Sam Bessiker actually keeping up pretty well with Sam, even being on Comet, not Grasp this game.
I think this is one of those poke lanes for Malphite. You know, he wants to just be able to maintain clean trades with him because he knows that Sam is going to want to be aggressive early and tap him out in the ranged form. And so you see that right there, that speed advantage, not letting Sam being able to queue in is how he's going to try and break this matchup.
Yeah, you can steal the buffed speed from the Jace as well, which is really powerful.
The timing was very, very clean.
Lovely.
Oh, good job,
E
Sam.
No abilities on Malphite, and you have long cooldowns on champ. Oh, Skyfalls is here.
Oh, nice job.
All right.
Bessiker with the clean flash. Skyfall's doing what we needed him to do last time, which is being a little bit more aggressive.
Flashes, yeah, for sure.
I like that from him.
Oh, we've seen insta TP back from the Malphite as well. Down both sums, we still retain ours on this Jace, which is really good. Just maintain that pressure. And again, we have that Rek'Sai traveling around the map, just making a lot of advancements towards mid and bot as well in the future. Yeah, that did force Sam to stay in the lane though.
I think he'll be all right.
Push. I think he should be all right. No 6 on Malphite does not represent a ton having no flash, so I think we're a little bit safe.
Good timing from Skyfalls for me though. He was able to steal the Gromp there from Xin Zhao, so cleaner play, cleaner timing. I like it.
Good to see.
Oh man, the poke from Bessiker on that Malphite, just nasty stuff.
Yeah, we did teleport back to lane. This was Sam's teleport.
Already down quite a bit of HP.
Yeah. Maybe TP'd a little bit too early and did not regen and fountain fully, not sure. But I think that's just simply the power of Malphite AP damage once we get another item, basically.
I definitely agree. Flash out from the Nautilus, a little bit weird.
Stun. We do have flash up on Ziggs still. We do not manage to force it out, though.
Walla also going quite low. Xin Zhao hovering here. Skyfalls, you gotta watch for this.
Yeah. Ooh, not fully noticing we don't have a teleport to that mid yet, but it probably will be placed soon. We seem to
they have to know, right?
We got vision of it, yeah. It looks like we got vision of it.
Oh, Skyfall.
Sam will be going down.
Ooh.
We had flash there. Did not decide to use it.
Bessiker picking up first blood there. It does look like they're going to go for an early Cloud Drake. I wonder if Skyfalls is going to try and match this with the Rex die.
We do get it in. We got it back, though.
No contest here as they do
No
catch
contest!
that Trist is TPing for that.
Alright, we just barely didn't have smite up. Love that poke. Got the cannon as well.
A little bit of unfortunate mistimings there.
Yeah, just barely did not have smite up to contest it, and I don't think Rek'Sai has much execute power there.
Oh, she does not. Looks like Xin is going to give up these grubs here. Which I like. Koala pushing in that mid lane in a clean way. Teacupper's just holding it down. But we do see two people in the bot lane. I would like for Sam to analyze what's happening here with the map.
Again, no Malphite ult. Should be fine for now. But we were about to get dove. Hello, Teacuppers and Subak.
Ooh, nice dodges from Subak. Oh, gets knocked into it though.
We are not yet 6 on Skyfalls. Cannot ult yet.
God damn.
That's the EOA.
E. Okay.
Flash.
Walla putting in that crazy damage against Ara.
Yeah, love to see that.
As the top lane has become the
the
bot lane.
Thankfully misses the hook. That could have been deadly for Teacuppers. We need to be wary of that.
I believe we're going to be going for a dive here. The Nautilus does ping the red buff. I believe that they know what's happening now. The stun comes out. Teacupper's tanking here. I think we're going to see a double.
Love that.
And he gets out.
Subak dies.
Oh, no.
Even with barrier. Koala forced to flash. You have team members behind you. You're not looking.
Needs a peel here from Teacuppers and Skyfalls.
That's going to be a kill first and foremost.
I think we get the kill here. Skyfall's going to go low, though.
I think you want to try to get out, run to your Ash, but ooh, this Trist has so much chase. Has a jump coming back. Doesn't go for the kill, though.
Oh.
Interesting. A lucky break for Skyfalls. Sam, we did see Malphite go out probably in that scuffle as well, so we're not sitting on that anymore. Down a lot of ults on Northridge's side, as well as our side, having nothing up. As well as almost every summoner down on the map. It's going to be a lot of either explosive fights or very stagnant fights incoming.
Ooh, Subak and Teacuppers getting really aggressive, going through the Ziggs field here to try and get this Nautilus, as they do indeed get it. Oh, Teacuppers is going really aggressive.
Subak not with this all in. Not sure what happened there, but I love to see
hits the hook now. I wonder if they can clean this up. I think that they can. They're going to go for the dive.
Love to see that. Hopefully Teacuppers lives with Aftershock. Oh, does not.
Unfortunate. A little bit of a miscommunication on the side of Subak there, not following up with his support. Teacuppers playing very clean, though.
Yeah, even a few autos there with the first set of CC would have definitely decided that.
Oh, watch out for the TP. Subak.
It's behind you in that bush. Malphite does not
have
this,
right?
Ult.
Oh, no.
Malphite no ult. Not the scariest. Rek'Sai coming up now along with Wei. Yeah, Nautilus or Malphite can't really chase an Ashe like that.
Good force from Subak there. It is quite an advantage to have the Malphite TP
You're
sound.
caught out here. Wei is backing. Has ult in a few seconds.
I think they can make something happen here. I believe Teacups will be able to make it as
Love
the
that
Ashe
Wei
ult goes wide.
Oh, Ziggs ult narrowly avoided. We lived that, but just narrowly. Bit of chaotic fights here. We're seeing a lot of kind of panicking as we realize that something's about to happen we didn't expect.
Both teams playing a little bit disjointed, but honestly, I think it's working in UW's favor just because Northridge is just not expecting these types of unpredictable plays. As Skyfalls goes for the gank here on the Malphite.
Ooh, Malphite forced to ROA. And we are
Honestly,
looking at a gank on Subak. 3 in the bot. We recognize this. Lovely dodge. We have a TP in.
Get the TP.
Can you live long enough to give that TP value, though?
I think that they will.
Sam on cleanup crew. Looking to secure this kill on Zin. Yeah, just auto him down. Hope, surely, yes.
He gets
Nice.
it.
Love to see it. Teacuppers just warding him off. I don't know. Oh, we do the ignite. Should be a kill with the W pop. EM, good.
Oh,
Love to see that
clean.
kill.
Clean stuff.
Holds that E until the jump.
They're going to secure the Mountain Soul here. Subak hopefully going to get back in time before Malphite takes all of these plates. But Beskar doing his best to try and retain value.
Definitely. Love to see us. I mean, this is good performance. I love to see good performance. We're covering our teammates this game, which is what we really needed to see.
Exactly what we talked about, giving Subak some space, feeding him some kills, and being aggressive where aggression is needed.
Definitely. With no TPs up, I'm a bit worried about this grub fight. I think we may simply be giving it, going 3-3 even with them this game.
But it looks like a team fight
Maybe
may
we'll
converge
beat him.
nonetheless. No Malphite ult. We know of the cooldowns. Skyfalls for me goes for a big knockup.
Large whale as well. Siphoning health from all of them. I'm not sure about the final grub there. Red team. Ooh, beautiful way. Skyfalls.
Gotta cover Skyfalls though.
Yeah, your team's gotta come support you in this.
Aura with just so much damage on that Tristana.
Just a little bit wide. Does not look like the way QW hits. It looks like we did secure. Did not. Oh, they secured 3 grubs before we were able to hit it. Henry Wonton looking a little low here, but Sam walks through every mine in the field and still gets the kill.
Giga Chad.
Walla gets a nice spear.
I'm in awe of Koala's mage play. And that's like really what I've been wanting to see the whole set. We can see him as soon as Tristana goes for the bomb, pops that that shield ability. Such clean play. Ooh, can he make it out here?
Hopefully they W it early.
Oh no, Sam goes down.
Early. Sad to see that occur.
Hopefully we can get some value on this mid turret here.
Yeah. I did not have a ward up to check ourselves there.
CSUN doing a really good job of retaining value on the other sides of the map when team fights go down or objectives get taken. That is just like one of the things that we need to match here, especially with the Ziggs. Ziggs is just one of those champs that can steal bases away.
We have such varied wards this game. We're seeing both teams have tons of deep wards right now.
But they haven't really taken care of Skyfalls' paths.
No, they have not. They're in kind of uncommon locations to clean up, which I like to see. You don't really think about when you're playing or watching Rek'Sai, but you can definitely position your portals in ways where they wouldn't necessarily see them usually. We do have Malphite ult up. Could be a certain kill.
Oh yeah, Subak looking a little bit scary here for you. Watch out. He's definitely going to pop it.
Got good barrier. Not sure if necessary, but...
Oh my god.
Good. Not worth the risk of getting that kill. Love that dodge
give
as
it to
well. It's going to be no Nautilus. That's really good to see. Surely Leona can clean that up as well.
As fights go down with Sam and Koala on the Xin Zhao, though.
Oh, cannot chase the Triss down. Sad enough.
Nautilus also goes free. Very scrappy fights happening. It's hard to keep track of what's going on.
Oh, up about 1,000 gold. Yeah, we're getting a lot of frags and refrags. Not a lot of bounties being traded, though. Our higher kill members are staying pretty alive, and hopefully T-Cumbers does not go down here to just a Ziggs. Yeah, nice dodge.
He's doing such a great job of managing this wave, honestly. I think that
is
it's
incredible. Living and managing this wave is absolutely incredible. Even ready for the stun with the chase coming in the backline. Love that stun knockback. Here comes
Sam,
Jace.
gotta make it happen here.
Does not go down to
Nice
minions
job.
either. Incredible to see. Dies to the Nautilus yet again, which is just the best loot. That's the best option possible there.
Yeah, forces the flash as well, but they are gonna look for the dive, maybe. Clean
Sam sitting
minion kill.
behind that tower means can't get stunned by the Nautilus.
Oh. Watch out, Subak.
We're pinging on to this Nautilus. We want to pinch this as soon as it's available to be pinched.
Oh, Aura going for a weird all-in here. Going very low to Sam.
Won't have another jump. Will have another jump ready. Oh, Sam gets the AoE kill on it as well. Beautiful Ashar.
Oh, it's beautiful Skyfalls. Great knock up there. Koala flashes in there.
We have Hwei ult. Everyone looking so low. Can we finish this last kill?
The Xin Zhao. Gotta play really clean here.
Yeah, Xin is very strong. Gets Subak out of there. Lovely restuns. Beautiful. Cleans up everyone.
God.
An insane ace from UW. Losing only one member, that being the Hwei. Really clean play.
P-Cuppers with a hero ult.
Absolutely hero ult. Saved so many people from the wrath of that Xin Zhao. Put him down before anything can happen.
We're going to take down the Herald here. Honestly, in this spot, I kind of maybe wish we had prioritized the Ocean a little bit more, but potentially there's an issue of just timing. You know, it looks like all of the members of CSUN is coming back up.
Yeah. Again, an objective is an objective. Again, Ocean Drake very powerful. But I'm sure we have the thought that we can contest it if they go for that Ocean Drake. But we'll have to see. Again, this Trist has such pushing power.
Yeah, definitely going to be a problem. Both of the Yordles on the enemy team gonna have a lot of turret breaking potential as we move into the mid and late.
Such strong sieging power with that Ziggs W and the Trist E plus the Q. It's going to be kind of troublesome. We may need someone to cover them, which is usually unlikely for a mid laner and a bot laner.
Ooh, great Herald take here. That's going to put a lot of pressure. Then we're going to be able to take the Ocean Drake, potentially.
We may get a double down onto the Herald as well. I think we will. Really good to see us get value. Koala getting
nice
into
job,
two.
Koala.
Quite risky.
We might see a dive. Malphite ult is up. Watch out, guys.
Love that Hwei ult, though. Onto the
Skyfall
stunned members of the team. It's mostly going to be up to Skyfalls for this remaining fight. Sam pulling up, thirsty for that kill, but has to give it up. Oh, bit of a sad fight. Yeah, Hwei so squishy. Went down to just a little bit of Xin Zhao's all-in.
Yeah, this Malphite ult is where we really need to be careful. It's where, you know, if Koala gets popped, then we lose a lot of that AoE kill potential.
Yeah, thankfully we did get the ult off before dying, but if that is not what's happening, then the fight is all the weaker.
They're absolutely shredding this Ocean Drake. We're going to see a TP, though.
Contest this, which I love to see.
We're going in here.
I am happy to see a massive contest for this. Zin's already down immediately, which is beautiful to see.
Focus on Trist.
Trist out of there. And Drake is ours. Incredible recontest. I love to see us getting huge value with the Hwei ult in any situation we can.
Oh!
Ooh, that could be a refight. Everyone is coming to fight this.
Tubok with the great follow-up.
Oh, Trist is not looking weak, though, in any way. Well, no one going down is the best situation to see. Everyone gets home safely tonight.
Clean play from UW. This is what we're talking about. This is the aggression that we need. The team fighting and the just tight play.
Definitely.
I have hope. I have hope for this
we
game.
got to that choke point, that 1-2 score. Thankfully, and hopefully we can continue this trend of good gameplay and better mid-game play than we've seen in these past few games, which I'd love to see.
I agree. Just definitely letting Koala shine in the role that he was meant to play, which is the carry. Oh, Aura going low here to
Ooh,
Sam.
Hopefully Sam. Oh, that again, that Triss move speed. Ooh, I love to see that stuff. Oh, R goes wide though.
Oh, flash out from Henry Wonton on the Ziggs. I like that. But Peel in the bot lane from Zinzao. Sam is forced to flash as well.
Now we're just A-ramming in this mid lane.
You know me. I just love playing ARAM and Summoner's Rift, yeah.
I mean, we're going to be playing aggressive here. I mean, we want this turret, and we will get this turret. We don't want them
I believe
to
we're
make a chance
sieging
of
here. Oh, Sam doing a really good job of stopping Zin and the Tritana's back. He will go down.
He gets a kill in return as well. The grasp proccing at the last second to secure that extra damage. Love to see that.
Nice job. As Zin is forced to back here, and we may even converge on the Malphite and the Atakan.
We are converging on the Malphite. We want that kill through and
Great follow-up.
through. Lovely to see a Hwei ability strike for so much damage. Oh, that's a beautiful combo. I think this should make us look nice to kill this Otacon, unless, yeah, we will go for the Otacon. We have Sam backing, just our sacrificial lamb, to garner this attention while we get these loot vectors, which is seemingly a lot of the role Sam plays playing this Jarvan. Again,
Yeah,
yeah,
he does
we
go for the
see teleporting
TP.
there. And Ziggs
They
looking
may-
quite low. Honestly, not actually that high HP. Could look for a kill here.
We're fighting. Subak going very low here.
Triss jumping right into all the CC. Not sure about that. I see Koala get killed by the Otacon after getting struck with the bomb. Well, we do secure the Otacon. That's a lot of advantage for our Ashe, already in an advantageous position.
And I believe that was Rose's Otacon. I don't think that
I don't think
it was the
Revive's in the
GA's.
game anymore.
Oh, the caster is very misinformed. So we will get a lot of adaptive buff there. Just going to make our Ashe and our Rek'Sai just that much stronger.
Yeah, it goes to show how much Arena the real League players have been playing. We don't even know the Otacon changes.
Facts,
apparently.
facts.
Yeah,
I love
it
Arena,
only is
guys.
the Roses now, but I think they made them a bit stronger. So it's really strong on a lot of these ADCs now, just to get those.
And this is like where we just need to tighten up. We have the advantage now. We have the kills. We have the objective lead. All we need to do is play together and play smart.
Yeah, we are going to have nice vision on the Zinzab. We know where he is. That's going to let us format ourselves for this next fight a lot better.
I definitely agree. Aura is in the top lane by himself. There is no TP from him. We do have 2 TPs from Henry Wonton and Bessiker. Teacuppers maybe getting caught here.
Ooh,
Gets rooted.
White caught out, but I think we have...
The Malphite ult pumps.
It's a bit of a chaotic fight. All things considered, Subak getting just pushed back by this Malphite, unable to strike. Koala does live. Love to see a kill in the Ziggs. That's our main artillery. A really nice turnaround from UW. Love to see it. I really love to see Skyfall's knowing his role in these fights is to get that Ziggs off our team. Stop as much damage as we can from that pick. Even 3 and 8, 3 items Ziggs behind is so strong still.
And I think that was really clean from us and possibly a spew from CSUN. You know, why go for the Leona there? It almost feels like she's just like walking bait, you know?
Yeah,
and for
definitely.
UW to clean up these kills. Oh no, Subak, she's very strong. Watch
We
out
need
here.
your support. I think that was max. Yeah, we're seeing their Triss get the max stack and not really abusing that W reset to go for an ego kill. I'm sure if it was one of our team members, we might have gone for that. They're playing,
Yeah.
CSUN, they play very, very tight. They don't go for many ego plays at all, which could be a little bit of that lead of the downfall to this game. Is that they got a few kills on the Xin, but didn't really push that advantage.
But at the same time, I think that's why they're such a dangerous opponent, is
Definitely.
because they know when to not press it, you know?
Yeah, we saw that last game. Just a lot of our all-ins kind of got us nothing because CSUN kind of is prepared at any moment to just disengage, just settle for what they've got and leave.
100%. And instantly learning from their mistake, not pressing teacuppers.
Yeah, they know. They realize that the whole team is backing right there. We have TP's up really soon, as well as Hui's up already.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see a TP from Hui there, but a convergence in kind of the lower mid and the jungle area as we do force
this
it.
Baron? We
are going to be forcing it.
They definitely know. We get off it. Lovely bait of resources from UW.
Great job, UW.
To see that. Pulling TPs. Ash R goes wide, but that Xin is looking weak right now.
Oh, great slow from Teacuppers. Watch out for the Malphite ult, guys.
Hui ult go in, secure that kill on the Xin. Again, we see Skyfall's that Bruiser looking really strong. Just it keeps them at bay for the time being. I love that pick. We could again look to force this Baron fight yet again. A really disadvantageous fight for Northridge. And it looks like we may be forcing this fight, which I'd love to see.
Koala and Sam backing, though, at the moment. I think we're definitely going to see a TP from both members as we force with the Xin down. It definitely looks like we're going for it.
Ooh,
Teacup with the hook.
They're just going to be running. They're going to
get potentially.
Ooh, I love to see that. Really lovely Hui.
Watch out for the Malphite R.
Malphite.
Oh, no.
Powerful. We are still up. But, oh, Sam is thirsty for that kill, though. No flash.
Looking strong, though. I think we may be able to get this turret. Our waves aren't as pushed in as we would like them to be.
Yeah, again, that Zig is such good clearing. Same with the Xin. We won't be disengaging, or re-engaging on the Xin now being full HP. Oh, well... We didn't get Baron, but we did get a few more kills to line our pockets. And
it's scary, though.
Where his camps have went.
A bit hard here, as we do have both TPs down from some of our more important members, especially Koala here. It's going to be hard going into this 30-minute mark, where Baron is going to be becoming so much more important. We do say that Aura and Besker both have TP up with the Malphite ult gonna be back up very shortly.
Yeah, we're seeing how important these AoE ults are. When that Hui or Malphite ult hit, they hit.
I know, and even with Besker at 174, the weakest member of CSUN, his value does not decrease.
That's the power of that Malphite, is that your ult always has that huge value because its base damage is so high. We are going to be looking for a force here. I love this aggressive play again from UW. This is what we needed, and it's what we're doing.
Sam trying to force that Malphite away. I like that.
Yeah, not want that TPing into his team. Love to see his aggression.
Great job, Sam.
Again, the armor break on that Jace actually helping so much. That Black Cleaver, huge buy for him.
Oh no!
Does get picked here though. I'm not sure about that positioning. I need Sam to catch up with this in time.
The movement speed is.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Teacuppers. A 1-for-1 on some of the more important members. Hopefully, we are down TPs. They're gonna be absolutely forcing this.
Oh no! They might even take it here. We have to go for a steal even.
Yeah, I mean, I love Skyfall's power of the steal. I'm not sure if we have a fight here. We will.
Oh my goodness!
For this fight. Come on, Skyfalls. I do believe in you.
You got this. Come on, man. Oh no! Gets stunned.
Wow, what? sad to see Trist popping a really intelligent R on that timing to stop that dive. That was very, very good timing.
Yeah, this is just outmaneuvered and outpositioned here. The Aura mid laner of CSUN carrying these fights, knowing that they can just go for the Baron here with how much pressure is being put on the Malphite.
Yeah, and no such refight available for UW on this Drake. They're going to
Oh
be evening
no.
out this game a lot with these few objectives taken and just that one team fight win. If you could even call it a team fight, a 2v4.
Come on, guys. We had such a big lead here. We can't give up more, you know, giving them bounties here.
We definitely want to dive this Xin in such a out positioning. Love that R, restun that, get those. Yeah, absolutely. Really.
Watch out for the Malphite, guys.
Malphite onto our back line. Really good Zonias. I mean, we have Sam killing the rest of the enemy team. It's Ziggs, Malphite versus Leona, Rek'Sai, Jace. Should lead us to a fine victory here.
Going so low, though.
Hopefully Sam does not go down. Lovely to see. A quadra to Sam. Really, really incredible ace for us. Love to see that.
It's the Baron buff totally out from under CSUN.
That is honestly the strongest part of that. More than the kills. Regaining our gold lead, getting those bounties, removing that Baron buff from the game. So strong.
Really need Sam or Skyfalls for me to help out with this mid and bot lane here. Kind of going for the scuttle instead.
I guess we want this top. Yeah, this top is going down quickly.
Get the turret. Pretty important here. Skyfalls forces the enemy jungle.
Yeah, I mean, this absolutely. Everyone is down for the next 10 seconds. You want to just grab it as much as you can. Get the vision, get the jungles. Hopefully Sam does not get caught out here, though.
I think he's strong enough that it should be okay.
Yeah, enough movement speed. Well, we are looking... Not many objectives right now. We're simply going to be trying to push our leads. See what we can do. We do have Xin on vision. I mean, again, we can pile drive this, and we will be pinging it, but the whole team is there.
Yeah, Subaki, you need to be really careful here.
Well, just has to clear that ward very quickly. Skyfalls does get the debuff, but I mean, we're ARAMing. This is what between objectives happens. You simply ARAM. Nothing can be done other than this. Malphite in top, a little bit split. We are just simply looking for these picks. We've realized what the strength of this could be. Represents so much pressure with these abilities that they will. We have Northridge running away.
Oh, we lose the Ashe ult here.
Ooh,
so going to be down CC a little bit. I love this convergence.
Where it went, but sad to see it go wide. I mean, it's a hard ability to hit so close. When a few misses from Subak, but when it does miss, it really kills our next few minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, it looks like he does have about 30 seconds left on it, so it shouldn't be too bad. I believe we'll be coming up on another Baron shortly, either at like the 36 or 35 mark.
Yeah, should be. I think maybe a little bit longer, actually, seeing as it doesn't have the hourglass on it yet.
Oh. Apologies.
It was taken a little bit late. We are looking for something. Just we're sitting and wait for any opportunity we can find.
Yeah, just so scary how lethal the combination of the Tristana and the Malphite is, despite being so behind. Oh, we see Xin and Nautilus getting... Oh, we get the stun onto the Ziggs here. Oh. Scary stuff as we're trying to play conservatively and watch out for what's happening. Very interesting. Both teams knowing that one fight decides this entire game and potentially the set.
Yeah, very scary. We are looking a little bit split right now. Wade basing secures a bit of a good buy. We're pretty much sitting on all sums, both teams, all ults, just laying in wait for this next fight. UW definitely wanting to wait for that Ashe ult to fight again, though.
it's quite foul. Just thinking about how this team fight is going to play out. It has my stomach in knots.
Yeah, really scary just knowing this Malphite ult is a huge decider.
Mm-hmm.
If they do get that Ziggs Malphite ult combo, really scary. Very, very scary.
UW playing retake here. Gonna be hard.
Yeah. I love us having this Leona. Ooh, a bit of I'm stunned by something.
We're getting some vision back with Sam
We're in a
poking from the
bit
bottom.
of our positioning is a little poorer, but if they're in, yeah, they want to be in that dragon pit. We do not.
They're bursting it down here. A fight is gonna happen. Skyforce for me goes on to Aura.
It's a really split fight. Quite
Oh,
chaotic.
he flashes in there.
Oh,
Skyfall's getting peeled.
looking pretty good with Subak up here, though. They've secured a bit of a separated fight. We seem to have beautifully won that fight. We saw Ziggs and Malphite kind of disengage a little too early. We did. I loved how fast we pulled away the members of the team, but we are looking to secure this kill. We don't want anything but this kill. Can we keep up with this?
This feels a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it is the kill.
Oh, Henry Ronton playing way too overextended here. Maybe we can convert this.
Thun goes wide.
Ooh, Aura going on Teacuppers. So lethal with the Tristana.
That is not what we want to see. Love the fear, though. Ashe R goes wide. Flash knock up R should be going down here. Love that pick. Hopefully Ziggs is next, but we may just simply Baron, and I think we will be. Zin is up in 1. The steal is on the table, but
We've seen it before. We can't let it happen again.
we want to just kill this fast. Zin may be able to get back in time.
He's not going to be able to take it.
Smite up.
Watch out for the Ziggs, guys.
We got that nice and confidently. Really good showing for game 4. Love for us to end this quickly before anything can go wrong, as we mentioned before. A fight here changes it all. Immediately we begin pressing our advantage. Leona back up. Triss down for the next 10 seconds. I mean, we could simply look for a pick. Again, we're just going to push these waves out. Oh, again, we're sitting in mid.
You kind of wish Sam and Skyfalls for me would cover this top and bot wave, but I think that we're just trying to play as like a 5-man blob, which honestly I respect. You know, as the Nautilus has the back timer here, and the siege minions looking quite good from the Baron buff. A lot of poke from our side. Pretty good stuff, but we do have Besseker's Malphite ult up. They do know about it. Subak playing around it, hopefully. Koala with the damage, putting it all on to Besseker.
That wave as well, which I love to see as like a side component of that ult.
They did poke Subak. They are going to try and look for it. Oh.
We have a lot greater poke than the enemy team, though, which is going to be really nice for us here. They do get a bit of landmass back. Yeah, that Trist, I feel like we could have loved.
Oh, great stun there.
Yeah,
with the follow-up from Teacuppers.
Love that.
They're focusing the Malphite.
Yeah, they know that that's who they need to focus. We know that R is going to be really strong here and take the turret. Get a little bit more advantage.
Goes down.
Skyfalls goes for Trist, but I think Trist W's away immediately. Lovely to get that inhib. We pushed that Baron buff so well.
I believe we are just prepping for the Drake. Xin following up on that bot wave. He wants to cash out anyone who's willing to press up and push that in. But we're playing very clean.
Both teams at soul point as well. Really scary.
How do you feel about this? Because I'm...
Very scary situation to be in. Soul point up, Baron took... I mean, that is a hugely important dragon to take.
I'm so nervous right now.
This is the decider game. Putting us at 2-2 is very scary. But it's what we need to happen.
Ooh, Skyfall is going on this Malphite.
Little low though. Sterak's saving him.
Going very low. Watch out, Skyfalls.
In. No engage seemingly from opposing team.
Subak, get out here.
Already, Subak will go down.
Oh, Aura going in and out for the kill there. We still have kill potential.
Ooh, pulls some flashes. Oh, pushes no one.
Koala.
T-Covers goes down. Sam is looking really strong here.
Watch out for Aura.
We love a game with Sam looking strong here. It's pretty much cleanup crew at this point. We are
can make
all
it happen.
alive. Does not hit. Oh, you're probably.
Oh my god.
Lives.
Our guy's pushing that ball wave.
Really scary fights in here. All so close.
What
I mean, if we gave that Jace kill, we were, I dare to say, very, very. I mean, 700 gold. That's our leading member as we speak.
Oh my god, Aura's damaged.
Ooh, I love this from Sam. Again, Sam gifted in these Jace combos. You do not expect that damage, but it happens. And hopefully we can end this now.
Malphite with no damage. Koala shredding him here. We get the Ocean Soul.
Good to see the Ocean Soul. Ash, well, it's not
absolutely owned Nautilus. That's going to be 8 seconds of CC right there.
No, less. That champion has. That's nasty. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'd love to see 2 consecutive teamfight wins. Up 10k, but, I mean, we're sitting not perfectly pretty.
I honestly does not matter at this point. With how late of a game this is, I don't think this gold lead's going to matter. It just really comes down to who can play the teamfight perfectly and how can we not die to this evil Malphite ult.
Keeping their team off of final buys as long as we can is still important. I love to see that.
Oh my goodness. Big stun here.
Chain CC. Beautiful pick. Again, I love to see us learning that that's what we need to be doing is just to be the sharks instead of those little minnows.
Oh my god.
That Ash arrow was beautiful.
It's disgusting. Skyfalls for me flashes on to the Tristana. Malphite ult gets popped.
But I'm not sure it even matters.
Come on, guys. You guys can clean this up. This is the game. This is where we bring it back. Go to that mid lane.
Hit the Nexus.
They have no wave.
They don't need a wave. That right turret is low enough, I think, to
probably Sam could potentially.
Yeah,
I think that, yeah. Ooh, pops another Leona ult. Xin Zhao gonna go in though, put them all away.
Actually, a quite massive Xin ult.
Watch out for this Triss, guys. Just hit the Nexus. Just hit the Nexus, guys. She doesn't even matter.
I definitely agree. We have enough shielding to ignore her. And we will end the game, putting us at 2-2.
Congratulations. What a hard-fought game 4. What a game that was.
We have, from the brink of destruction, we are here in the decider match. This best of 5 final match, knockout round for getting to championships for that top 4. What a hype final match incoming. We will lock this in. Well, what else is there to say?
I just can't. Like, what a game! What a great high-level game to watch, and it's really turning this into a fantastic set.
Love us on these confident picks. It's as we said, we need these confident picks, even under a little bit of tilt pressure. If we're on that Jace, we're on those beautiful AP mids. We are locking in. We know what to do.
Koala just doing so much. He really came through that game. And
seeing Sam finally fed in the game, so good to see.
I'm so happy about it.
We see how strong he is when he is feeling strong.
That's what I'm saying.
Being behind so much, champ feels very weak. Well, we will catch you in the draft for the next final 2-2 match point game versus Northridge. See you then. Welcome back. 2-2. Here's the draft for Game 5. We've seen pretty standard drafts from all these games, but I would like to see some explosive drafting, to be completely honest. We will
I don't know,
have
man.
to see. What do you think?
I'm still riding that high from that game 4. Whew!
Definitely, definitely.
That was so good. I mean, we'll probably see a similar set of bans.
We
Neither
definitely
team has
are,
been
yeah.
too adaptive, but we'll
That
see.
is what we're seeing here. I think banning the Volibear Gwen, same thing. Plus that Kane. Yeah, Rumble.
Oh, True Guys, ban Rumble again. I totally want my Rumble so bad.
Yeah, we're definitely more comfortable having that like AP team fight decider in the mid instead of the Rumble on Sam. I mean, we've picking that for the Jace is looking strong.
Yeah, if I see Koala, no disrespect to you, Koala. We at the caster's desk love you so much. If you pick Cho'Gath again, I might just break my desk. You know, you are at the carry. You gotta pull through.
Hey, the Cho'Gath was really strong, but if we have kind of weaker follow up, we definitely cannot expect that to be our power pick. And they're banning our Rek'Sai this time.
What the heck?
Can we pick the Jarvan for our last game?
Please, please pick Jarvan.
Maybe we were saving it for this moment. Maybe.
The Hail Mary? Question mark? Yeah, if I see a Pantheon, a tear will drop out of my eye.
We will have to see. I mean, we've seen what they've been picking. The Pantheon, Kaisa versus I think you don't do Pantheon into Kaisa. You are getting. Oh, they took our Rel as well.
No,
Highly
Teacuppers,
likely
no.
on you picking that from us.
I mean, Teacuppers have been going crazy this whole set on any champ that
Absolutely.
he's been
Obviously, we
given.
don't need. Oh, they may give
Oh,
us
no,
the.
no, no.
I would love to see the Rel. They left it open. I see no problems with it.
We've have had some problems with Poppy before, though. She has been a target ban of our set 2 bans. So I wonder how we're going to adapt to this.
We are. Oh, that's a beautiful loadout to see us on that Rel Jace. Finally, on our
Come on.
incredible comfort picks. Love to see that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
sure Twitch chat is going to be very happy to see Teacuppers Rel yet again. A rare but beautiful sight. It's like the Aurora Borealis.
Can we get some Sam champs and some Cupper champs in the chat, please?
Oh,
That's a
okay,
plugger.
yeah. That
That's a plug
Alistar
right there.
Kaisa yet again. I loved how we played the Ashe into it though. We played our advantage really well and just kept autoing them. What our ban will be remains to be seen. Yeah, first that Poppy, we did have a little trouble versus it. Um, I, I don't think Poppy's counters are really just not very strong in meta. I mean, you've got stuff like Darius and like maybe Set Garen. I don't think they're all that powerful in pro play currently.
I think that this Poppy is likely going to be a. I'm leaning more towards top. What do you think? Top or jungle pick here?
Jace, I feel once you get Black Cleaver is strong into Poppy.
Oh no, the like what role? Because I'm
Yeah,
not even
I
like.
would think jungle just because it's a bit scary for her to face Jace.
Okay, gotcha.
Obviously, it could be either. This could be also support Poppy. You never know.
I mean, yeah, then that definitely means that it's going to be a little bit harder for Skyfalls for me to have that kind of engage, kind of have that
Yeah,
dive and CC
definitely.
potential that he has had, especially in that game 4. Um, definitely gonna be scary how we
Definitely.
navigate this.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Poppy top Graves jungle.
Um,
Interesting to
so
see that W is gonna be very strong.
yeah, people who play Graves, please leave the chat now. You're not welcome. Um,
Well,
this champion is very, very
yeah,
disgusting.
that W, yeah, with a range top like that, and our Ashe, that is gonna be definitely really scary for us to play verse. Picking that Hui again, I'd love to see it. It looked
Come
really
on.
strong.
Yes, man. Yes, that's what
I
I'm talking
love it
about.
versus these kind of not immobile, but they need a target to really go in on. Hui can stay back so far. That ult is really strong. Poppy needs to stand on her ADCs to really block the dashes, and if you have Huayar on you, you can't necessarily do that.
Yeah, it's a very strong like shutdown and CC controlling comp from. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Ooh, that am I seeing it right? We have a
Misinput, right?
Mundo
Misinput.
jungle.
Please be a misinput. Oh no.
I'm not sure about this pick. Um,
It's no longer 2021, guys.
I think that's uh I mean, what? It's like a similar idea. You go like Fleet or like
Yeah, it's Fleet
it's
Ghost
Fleet.
probably.
Okay, yeah, likely. Very interesting. All right. I have never had this. I don't think we've seen this yet. Very interesting draft. I
Looks
guess
like
we're fine with
Akali's
it. We're
last
happy with
pick.
it.
And yeah, Akali is last pick for CSUN, so gonna be a hard lane for Koala.
Yeah,
I think.
definitely. But I'm confident in our goat.
Hmm,
Well, I think we will see you when this game starts with a very interesting pick from our jungler. See you in the game.
And welcome back, everyone, to the game decider. Round 5 of the semifinals of the losers versus our very good opponent, CSUN. As we just saw, we finished the draft. I think it's going to be a very messy but very exciting game that we have.
We are on the Mundo Move Speed Jungle. Apparently, we found the Darius jungle inting too fun. We're doing it again. I'm interested to see how it fares versus Poppy, considering it's not a dash champion like the Jarvan or similar, like we were playing previous. Hopefully, it goes very well. Looks like Northridge is going to be sitting little bush, pushing up actually into our jungle. Hopefully, Rel does not get picked here. We do spot it.
Interesting.
Glad we spot that out. Not. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Good to see some hits in there. That backs them off a little bit, at least for now.
Okay, I'm trying to get into the mind of Skyfalls for me here. You know, he can't go a dash champion because they're going to be covering it so much. So he can't go Jarvan. He can't go his Rek'Sai. Kane's off the table. So he's gotta go Warmogs. He's gotta play that war of attrition, you know, Q him, run away, Q him, run away. I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we have like, I guess a lot of the non-dash picks currently are not very good, and we do
Especially
not
into
want to be
these comps.
playing that Zarya or Zyra again, not Zarya from the different game.
I definitely think, especially into a Graves, Jarvan is just like one of those fall off champions that you just need to close the games out. And I think that our team has just put 2 and 2 together that this is not a set that's going to be closed out easily. CSUN, they want it. It's going to be a hard set. And we really have to find a way to scale in the late game, as they are as well.
Yeah, good. Some disgusting trades on top. We're not on Grasp versus this Poppy. We are on Conqueror.
A little bit confused about that.
Very interesting pick. We are not going to be sustaining. We are going to be just killing this Poppy, hopefully.
I wonder if he's going to go for a level 3 all-in. I'm not sure about the matchups, but I would predict, just off intuition, that Poppy is stronger from 2 to 3.
I think it heavily depends on positioning. If you do get caught into that wall with Poppy E, probably not in your favor. We saw Sam doing really well at stepping on her shield so she didn't get that value, which is, again, definitely helping him to even out this lane.
Yeah, I would have to predict that it's likely a skill-based matchup.
Certainly. Just considering that it does you have to play around that Poppy W as well. It's at level 3 now. He can't necessarily all in.
Mm-hmm. And Sky falls for me, however, moving very quickly through this jungle, so we may see a counter gank if the Graves does decide to go for an early move onto the bot lane here.
Yeah, we do see some CLOL abilities go wide. Still winning lane a little bit. Does get all in by Akali, but only takes a few hits, thankfully.
Interesting set of pings. It looks like our Mundo is going to go towards the top lane, but he is pathing towards where this Graves is. Graves likely to meet him here, still on his blue. We are going to see a fight in the bot lane here. Sky falls for me, very aggressive on this Graves. I like to see it.
Oh, Q goes a bit wide, yeah. We're seeing Sam really just knows that he cannot use his melee abilities at the moment. Holding them, just making sure not
Oh,
to
the flash from Bessiker. Sam, what are you doing?
Right. Sam trades flashes. Yeah, not on Conk, looking pretty dangerous in the top lane. Graves coming up, clearly wants it.
He has to know that he has to back here, right? Oh no, we
like
may see a level 1 kill.
Stops the back for the
stops
flash.
the back.
Oh, we have Mundo going pathing top. Mundo is pathing top, but
I think it's gonna be a kill.
No flashes though top. I think I could see Sam living this fine. I mean, oh, it does get sent to the wall. That will be a kill.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, on that Mundo, we don't have any real hope of living that with that as our defense is going to catch the wave.
Yeah, Sam just playing a little bit too aggressive once again. We need him to tighten up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, again, not being on that grasp, we cannot play like that either.
Yeah, a bit confused about the grasp pick, as Poppy is such an oppressive user of that grasp ability with her shield throw.
So Ooh, we're seeing really nice trades from Koala.
Ooh,
Oh,
watch out. Has to
hopefully
pop
you
the
can get
flash
Subak
here on
out. The stun
Subak.
does hit.
Alistar just
Fucking
so much
no
early game
flash.
damage.
Oh, that is gonna
Ah,
be second kill.
just
Yeah.
one away from the feat of strength there. Feeling quite weak in this early, but hopefully we can pull this
Definitely.
back late.
Sad to see. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's why we were playing so tight, is we don't want to get knocked up by that. We have Conquer up. Could be a
Sam's
reasonable
gonna go
fight
down
here,
here.
but with the Grasp, there's not much you can do. Behind a little bit each lane, only 400. It's not as horrible as it could be. But yeah, I mean, at least we pulled a lot of summoners from all lanes at this point.
Koala playing really tight though. I wonder if we can get the CS stats on both teams here.
Definitely. Just having Call play this tight. Even CS all lanes, up in the jungle, up in the bot. Even with those kills, we're doing really well in the CS. I love to see it.
And we have focused on the back timings. Akali's going to TP back here, but hopefully we can put some pressure on these Grubbertons. Oh, level 6 from Akali. Aura's going to go in on Koala.
Koala have a fight here. Takes a turret shot. That's going to be
Ooh, very scary. Looks
most
like we're going to be
fun.
trading level 1 Drake for the Grubs here,
Yeah,
as
and
Sam is the
trading
only
a little
one.
bit of that lane swap. Having the Ash top. Yeah, it looks like we will start the Grubs, and, well, yeah, we're just simply trading.
Oh, Sam, watch out. You got to know that they're coming, right, with the way they're playing.
Oh, gotta know. Love that knockback, though.
Oh, you're strong, Sam. You're strong.
Yeah. Hopefully looking at a kill there. Oh, we don't have flash up. We're in a warded bush as well, Sam. Doesn't get the kills. Had to see. Feet goes to Northridge.
Got to tighten up, guys. Got to tighten up. Our positioning is really, really important. This is the most important game.
Absolutely. We're giving a little bit in the bot and the top lanes. But Koala playing a really tight game right now. Oh,
Oh my
that Graves
goodness.
ability taking the Dark Harvest is so strong too. Loving the siege of the tower since Toppy really can't defend against it all too much.
This lane swap is not too bad here. We're trading resources in the jungle, in the bot lane, but Graves might be pathing down
Definitely
to
is.
Sam.
They're
Looks like
asking
he's
for
going to be the
ping
sacrificial lamb once again.
again.
I don't like this trade because Poppy is just so much more resilient to these kinds of
Oh,
dives.
definitely knows too. Really good to get out of there. Really good from Sam to leave.
Nice job, Sam. That's the kind of discipline that we need. You know, it hurts to do it.
Absolutely.
Hurts to walk away from that wave, but sometimes you just have to.
Fuck. Looking fine. Poppy did not really decide to all in there.
She definitely could have. So,
Definitely,
very confusing.
Yeah. I thought probably Rel was lurking. Highly likely.
Whoa.
Lovely flash,
nice.
double stun
Great job.
from Teacuppers. Beautiful to see. Great kill
Nice.
to Sam.
We're
Even it out
breaking
a
back
bit.
into it.
Yeah, again, I want us to
Teacuppers.
be using these flashes like that. We need to start evening out this gold, evening out this lead, and even this tempo, because that's going to give us nice damage on that bot tower as well. And Kola's still playing so tight in that mode.
He's my goat. What can I say?
Not giving anything to Sakali, and such a counter matchup too. Really impressive to see. We see Graves. Yeah, we know that's there.
I like the discipline from Subak as well. He knows that Teacuppers is playing in the bot lane with Sam, so he's got to be extra careful about the Poppy.
Not. Love, yeah, grab that. Yeah, their team looking very, very heavy on the bot lane. I love that Rel going back to the bot just because they're going to be camping that so much on that Graves.
Yeah, the recognition and adaptability is what we need. You know, we're starting off a little bit rocky, but I see the strength. I see the strength.
Did not miss that can either. I was a bit worried for a sec. Yeah, again, this Ashe is not going to do anything to the Poppy other than just slow her. And
Well,
her
as you
back
can
gets
see, she is
stopped.
full build with boots.
Yeah. What I like to see is that... Alright. Oh, wow.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Poppy might be dead. No, it does eat a minion away.
No. My god, Teacuppers.
Oh, Teacuppers coming in. Oh, we back off. I think a Q could have been in the books there.
We trade lanes once again.
Mm.
Mundo really trying to farm up this Warmogs here so he can just have more map presence.
Definitely, we were definitely waiting. I thought we would be waiting for the Jace Black Cleaver to re-enter that top lane, but we are going back a little bit early.
Probably just to keep up tempo. Hopefully Sam doesn't make any more trades here. That's just like the opposite of what he needs to do.
Oh.
Watch out, Sam.
We
You
on
do-
vision.
Okay, we have
see
the
it.
ward.
On vision. Good to see that. Stifle that a little bit. Good to see this massive wave kill. Oh, and it does hit. That's a beautiful trade for Koala in the mid lane. Again, Sam not looking entirely too weak here. Both top
Playing a little
laners out
tighter.
of TP. We have a decent presence for the grubs upcoming.
This could be a triple Grubberton, which we would really like, especially on the Mundo.
Love to see that. Absolutely. Here comes Mundo for the gank.
Ooh.
We're really hoping for that Q to hit,
Back
but I think
Sam.
we're fine. Otherwise, Sam...
You know your job here is just to not die.
Absolutely. Mundo can secure that kill no matter what occurs here.
Uh-oh. What is this champion? What is this Poppy champion?
Oh my god, it's juking, absolutely juking Skyfalls.
What's
Oh,
happening?
No.
Skyfalls!
No, she doesn't. She resisted the use of flash. I cannot believe that. That is
Unreal. With a TP out
really
in the bot
sad
lane.
to see a really good peel from Teacuppers. Oh, the stun does go wide as well. That will disrupt Koala's lane a little bit for sure. And that will be Grubs.
Oh, just a
Graves as
series
well.
of mistakes after mistakes.
Oh, really sad to see.
Unfortunate. Not the worst thing to happen, but definitely a heartbreaker. If you're Sam there, you are probably fuming a little bit. Koala getting flashed on by Graves. Oh, no.
Kill. Tough situations here. That Graves making so much presence on this map already.
Yeah, definitely want to see Skyfalls for me matching that and not just farming. This is one of the problems that we had in Game 3, where he just was trying to gain lead, but not really assisting the lanes in the ways that he needed to. And that is going to be CSUN picking up a second Drake there, as he is trying to just fight the mid laner.
You're going to be TPing in, but it's a little too late yet again. Good stun, but I don't think we all in here.
Oh,
We
good
do get a
job.
nice pick, though. Sam would be dead again in the top as well. I'm dead yet again.
Oh, my goodness
I
gracious.
think we may have Black Cleaver soon. I can only hope to even out that top lane matchup. Hopefully we grab a few platings here, get Subak back into the game. We have lots of bounties. Everything can always come back. The mid game is really what matters. See, love this plan from Skyfalls. Grab the Graves jungle. I mean, we're looking very ahead in CS in that jungle. Really good to see.
Yeah, I think we're kind of like shifting to
Love the backstop.
the CSUN Game 2 game plan, where even if we fall behind, we are taking a lot of objectives and gold in other places. We do have a fight going on in the bot lane, though. Subak getting dove by the Kaisa and the Alistar. Gonna go very low here. Probably will die. Unfortunate.
Sad to see. They may just pick up the second.
Oh my goodness, so strong on that Kaisa Alistar.
And I can only hope Koala does not also die. Should secure that kill. Does secure the refrag. Good to
It's
see a
the
shutdown
shutdown.
as well. Lovely to see. Skyfall's walking up, looking confident with our item and boots up. We have R up. Honestly, could find a kill here.
Getting bursted down by that Ignite, though.
Kaisa W does go wide, thankfully. We did pop R for that. Not the best to see.
Oh, just getting rolled
Poppy
and
looking
smoked.
So strong though. Again,
Sam, stop fighting
We
this.
really need the Black Cleaver to fight that, Sam. We need that Black Cleaver to fight that.
Just such a hard game.
Definitely. But as always, we can do a lot here to stifle their lead. These next objectives coming up definitely going to turn the tides if possible. Again, we have a pretty powerful team fight, I think, all things considered. We're playing versus a lot of these individual frag teamfight ults. I mean, Poppy ult is quite strong if it does hit, but when that goes wide, they're left to Graves ult, the Kali ult, things like that. Not the strongest for these team fights. Hopefully we can get something done.
Just really want to see a lot more ganks from Skyfalls. You know, I can see him covering lane here. Just trying to facilitate these swaps, but it's so hard when like CSUN is moving in packs of 3, packs of 2 at the bare minimum.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As we see,
oh, the flash
up,
comes out.
He caught out again.
Unfortunate stuff there. Just so much damage, so much presence with the Alistar.
Love to see us refighting.
Maybe we can get a pick here.
Not going down.
Oh, we gotta hit those Skyfalls. What are you doing?
We really need to hit those. That's absolutely true. Hopefully Teacuppers doesn't go down. Love to see that.
Oh no, he will.
Graves is coming. Skyfalls need to get out of here. Recognize this. We do pop ult.
Could make something happen with ult. He flashes.
Whoa! Love to see that. Beautiful, beautiful stun. Along with a Kali. Hopefully goes down to Subak. That character looks strong. Love to see it. Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
That is the turnaround UW needed. Absolutely. I think we can probably secure the Rift Herald with that. I would hope to see.
A little bit scrappy, but we made things happen, you know? I think that we can crawl back into this game one way or another.
Definitely. Absolutely possible. Grab this Rift Herald. Grab those turrets. See what we can do afterwards.
Kaisa is walking up, though. Watch out, Subak. The W will insta-kill you if it lands.
Yeah. Really funny ability. Oh, we are seeing a TP in. Probably too little too late. We can get out before that even occurs. Skyfall's really some ego positioning. I don't know.
Rel covering, though.
I think we want to just get out.
Focus out of Kali. Subak needs peeling.
Kali looking really strong. Oh.
Oh, we will die.
Teacuppers attacking her as my koala. Get out there. Well,
oh my goodness.
Turn Rift Herald is good, but at this point we are looking to be down about 3,000 gold. Somewhat even in these objectives. Down 2 dragons. I'd love to see this Rift Herald get some higher value, but they're going to be looking to secure their 3rd dragon right now as we speak. We are pinging it. We know it's happening, but what can we do?
So hard. Just no ability to contest this. It just feels so difficult.
Nothing.
Especially with turret going down here. Ready for the Hex Flash once again after getting pretty hardly beaten by it. Subak
opting for the Shojin first as well on Jace. Very interesting, all things considered.
Could be for the team fighting. I don't love it in this spot against such tanky champions, but doesn't seem too terrible.
Yeah, 3 drags to Northridge. I'd love to see us pin this down.
Ooh, we can make something happen here, I think.
Akali does go in.
Aura with the peel.
For Koala there, though. I mean...
Watch out, Teacuppers. Go get that Kaisa.
Skyfall's looking pretty strong, but yeah. I mean, we have Graves and Akali on our whole backline. We need to do something about that.
Oh my god, just getting deleted.
Yeah, I mean, we cannot let that happen. Yeah, we saw Teacuppers just defending the rest of the team, kind of giving Cole his life for that, which I did not like to see happen there.
Such a big lead here. It's going to be very, very difficult, especially with how strong and tanky the Akali is looking. And the Graves just being able to dive in the backline is looking brutal.
Both looking really strong. We definitely need to peel here, and our team comp just can't exactly do that.
No, just with such a lack of CC as well. You know, we don't have the knockups from the Jarvan. We don't have the knockups from the Rek'Sai. So Sam needs to act as a front line, and he's trying his best, but this Mundo character It's definitely more for split pushing and is a very selfish champion.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have liked the Jarvan here simply to peel, since Poppy not exactly who you need to see.
I definitely agree.
Spawning the bot lane as well.
We're not really seeing the effects of this CS lead in the jungle.
Not at
And
all. We're
I
looking
personally,
weaker than this
mhm,
Graves at this point.
I 100% agree.
Oh,
Ooh, Koala getting aggressive.
Ooh, we do see all the members of the team sitting around this bot lane right now. We have at least a bit of a fight here, hopefully, as it has a bounty on it. This is our fight to win.
Oh, Skyfall's gotta get those. We gotta contest this, I believe.
We missed a lot of those Qs. I can only hope we have any decent fight. We have a nice
TP, but we can't get the...
Rel gets launched away. Love that arrow, though. Again, Akali is laying in wait. They do secure the Otacon fully.
Oh, Subak just gonna totally go down here to the Akali.
Man. We whiff the Q stun as well. And Akali goes back in.
Oh, maybe we can get the Akali there. Watch out for the Kaisa in the back line.
See on Akali. Lovely 5-man stuns, though. What can be done about this? I'd love to see us secure anything at all here. Anything would be great to see, but I don't think we will see a single pick backwards. Oh, really tough fight.
It's unfortunate stuff. I don't want to spell disaster, but this is going to be a really, really tough game for UW to come back from.
That was our chance to get those bounties, I would say. Again, not picking that Akali when she dashed into our entire team. Really, really just, I don't know what occurred to make that and not happen, but that decided a lot for that fight.
Stopping the backs here. I like it from Subak. Oh, the Hex Flash comes out, though. Koala, can we make something happen?
Probably going to get picked again.
Oh, no. Rough. Like, we have Sam in the top lane, and
this
Sky falls for me just like...
just not doing anything in this game right now.
This is rough. Just Alistar's just getting so much value from this Hex Flash, and we're just seeing... Okay, this like Herald as well. It's gonna get no value here. Like maybe one turret, and we're not taking it in.
That's gonna get burned.
We're not even taking it in.
That will not get to the turret. I feel like it's definitely worth our time to bring that to turret. With
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I don't know what this play was, especially because Mundo likely makes it out of there.
Not the best to see. These small macro plays just mattering so much in a game like this.
Absolutely, and maybe
drag up
and
we are not in the positioning for this at all.
Skyfall's focusing on the ward when Drake is soul point. It's rough, guys. Sam gonna try and fight this with the help of Teacuppers. Flashes in with the ult there.
Staying away though. Oof.
The TP though coming in from the Poppy.
Hiding in the back line.
Great stun from Subak. Avoids the E as well.
But we're popping all these ults just to live. They're just absolutely slamming our Nexus. And Akali and Poppy fully stopping any of our backs. Missing the CC on the Akali again.
I believe our Nexus is going to go down here.
Absolutely will.
Oh no, they have the wave as well. So aggressive with the grubs. TPing in as well.
The Akali.
Oh no. Not like this.
Love to see what Subak can do here. Their fight to win, but it's 1v5
unfortunate. Here. Well, that is GG's going towards CSUN Northridge. A heartbreaker game for us over here at UW, but we tried our best.
Sad to see the 2-3 happen like that. Well, that
Definitely a
is
hard set.
GG to Northridge. Well, we have some good news. Our academy team beat UCS's varsity team in the CLOL West Open Division Playoffs 3-0. They're going to quarterfinals. Congratulations to them.
This will mark the end of our
Journey.
CLOL West playoffs for
Yes,
our
sir.
main roster, but we can say that we fought our hardest and we played our heart out, and I'm proud of our team and what we did here today.
Always more to come. Oh, yeah, just I'm not happy with that Mundo pick. We're verifying an interview here, potentially. We will get back to you if that's on the table in a second.
But again, if that does not pull through, thank you for joining us on the stream today. We had a lot of fun despite the outcome, and we hope that you join us for our other streams and check us out on our other platforms on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram and Twitter. But all of those are at UW Esports.
Definitely. I think we will have an interview upcoming as we prepare to set that up. Yeah, I guess save the notes for the interview.
Yes, we shall be right back with that.
I think it may be soon enough that
Okay.
we will be going not to a break. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Give our team some love for a pretty devastating loss. They need some support for sure.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Jack. Thank you for joining us. That was a hard game.
Yeah.
But, I think that we played really well. I think what the casters want to know definitely.
Oh, we had a really good draft. I mean, it's tough because it's one of those games where, translating the on paper draft to the execution is really hard because on paper, I liked our odds. I liked our front to back. You look at them, they're pretty squishy. And we kind of all agreed that, hey, if everything doesn't go sideways in before mid game, we're going to be in a really good spot. And then, unfortunately, everything goes sideways before mid game, and it's hard to claw back against a composition like that with the players that they have. They're very talented solo players, and so ultimately, it was just not enough at the end to bring it back, and it's not the result that we wanted.
Unfortunate. And we saw that you guys played really well in like the whole set. It was a really entertaining one.
Mm-hmm.
I think specifically we wanted to know the thought process. Was the Poppy kind of a scare? Like, we've seen it in the bans really frequently across like almost every week. Did that deter Skyfalls for me for going for that, like the Jarvan pick there?
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of shifted away from the Jarvan, honestly. We don't really evaluate it as that strong of a champion anymore. It's too, for competitive play, it's a little bit too binary for what we like to do. There's definitely moments where it can be good, but like our evaluation is just there's too many champs that like Poppy or like Talia or like Janna or like a Lulu that we saw in game whatever that was 3 or 4. There's just too many champs that do too well into it, and just the way that we kind of like to play, we kind of just wanted to shelve the Jarvan and focus more on kind of the more carry champs out of the jungle.
Gotcha. Dash, anything you wanted to add to that?
Yeah. I love the gameplay. I'm mostly. I don't know if I have any like super ongoing questions. Definitely GG's to you guys.
Thank you.
What's the plan for the future?
Well, As far as I'm aware, there's still a chance for our season not to be done. I believe there's a fifth team out of the four major conferences that gets voted to go to the big national tournament. I think we've made a really good case for ourselves, going
Yeah.
to game five with it on the line. Our mid laner has to play in a PC cafe in LA because just the timing didn't work out and we couldn't reschedule. But other than that, I mean, I think this year we've built a good infrastructure for the team. I think we saw good progress from last year. I'm really happy that we got an academy team figured out and, had more players in the program overall. So, I mean, I think the future's bright. It's unfortunate we're going to lose, a good amount of players to graduation, but, overall, I mean, it's still a good showing for us, even if this is the end and we don't get voted on. But, I think just as a whole, the program's come a long way from where we were a couple of years ago. It looked pretty bleak when I was finishing my player career and transitioning to coach. So I think we're in a good spot. I think we'll continue to be a program that shows up in West and does some damage. And really, we just have to kind of find that that little fix or that little bit of cohesion that can push us over to the edge.
Definitely. You guys played so tight these games, went so
Mhm.
far. So congratulations, really good stuff.
Thank you.
Heartbreaking losses, but did very well.
Absolutely.
100%. Just to add to that, I think everyone in the community and casters here are all like really proud of the season, and I think just being able to be a part of that, be able to watch that, and have everyone here, I think it's just been a great season, and thank you for
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, thank you for the interview, and thank you for coming on. We hope that UW made a great case and that we can make it back in
Yeah,
there.
for
But if
sure.
not, thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you guys for all the production and the stuff that you do. It really makes it worthwhile to show up every Saturday and play these games and coach these games. It's having the community behind us has been awesome this year. So thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, we're happy to.
Cool.
All right, well, uh, good luck in the next one and in the upcoming seasons. And thank you for everyone joining us on the stream today. It's been a great stream. It's been a tough stream, but I think we had a great season.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. If you want to keep stay in touch, join the Discord server. All of our socials should be at UW Esports, like X, Twitter, same thing. Sorry, and YouTube. Thank you for coming. Good games.